All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another match from the Tamari's KF2 Summer Showdown CD Mentor Tournament. My name's Tamari. I'm one of the co-hosts of the tournament, and I'm also going to be one of your commentators for this afternoon's match. And joining me are illethP
Hello.
and Molly from Tripwire.
Hi, it's me, Molly.
So we have a really special match today. We're going to be watching the Seattle Cryptomancers playing in the losers finals, and we'll be watching the other half of the new Super Canine Bros match, which occurred earlier this morning. I believe the score to beat for the Seattle Cryptomancers is 4,050. So if they do manage to get that score over the next two games, they will be advancing to the grand finals. And speaking of the games, would you be willing to give us a quick overview of the format, illeth?
Yes. So the scoring system goes as such. All teams are graded based on completion, which is kind of what it sounds like. It is a 0 out of 1,000 value for waves completed, with each wave being 100. We have the health bonus at 600, which 100 is docked off anytime any player dies. We have the objectives, which all provide 200 each, meaning there are 3 objectives for the team to hold. We have the time bonus, which increments down faster and faster as time goes by, up to a maximum of 3,000. And then we have the nomadic bonus, in which the nomadic bonus is a 50% multiplicative bonus you get to the top of your score if you complete the game without a medic, with a 1.25 multiplier for it being done with a survivalist.
Yeah, indeed, and they do look like they are going to be going for that nomadic bonus. We do have what has been their typical setup, I think, for most of the matches, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, this looks like it.
Kleeborp is going to be playing on that SWAT, so he's going to probably be trying to get that Z time healing with that 201 SMG. And speaking of the roster, maybe Molly, if you don't mind, maybe if you want to read off our roster for us.
Oh my gosh.
And then we'll get
Okay,
started.
I have to do work.
Yes, put you
All
on the
right.
spot.
All right, so starting off, we have Leg playing Commando. Rongo. Sorry, I was wrongo reading that. Rongo on what? You have custom. Oh no, you don't. Gunslinger. And then how do you say this? Piselake. That's better than what I was about to say. And also on Gunslinger. And we have Febbs on Sharp, Kleeborp on SWAT, and Blazer on support.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So we are again going to be seeing them going for that nomadic bonus. Just real quick, wanted to also mention that they will be playing 2 games in full, back to back. Both will be played on this map, and both games will be having a different boss. I believe the first boss they'll be facing is the King Fleshpound, and the second boss they'll be facing is a Matriarch. So when they get to that Matriarch, especially, it will be very interesting to see how they handle that with this nomadic run.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are ready to go, I think we can let them get started here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and let them know.
Damn, you nervous?
Typing's hard, guys.
Typing English is hard. Okay?
English is a language. It's one of the languages of all time.
I speak it, kind of.
I think I do. It's my primary language.
All right, so we do have a little bit of a freeze there.
A little bit.
There we go. All right, so they did spawn in here. Let's see where they decide to take this first wave. They may just decide to hold right in this room, maybe? We saw the last team do that, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It does look like they are indeed just going to be holding right at the spawn. You already have 2, a Scrake and a Fleshpound already up.
Ooh, right from the start.
Love that.
Yeah, spawning kind of far. We are playing that BLV2 spawn cycle. I don't actually remember what that stands for, but that does feature some really early larges, including a Wave 1 Fleshpound that's already on the way in.
I believe it is big larges, as opposed to just large larges, right?
Oh.
I've heard so many
larges
for the acronyms, I don't even know anymore.
Larges now with more big.
Indeed. There we go.
So that first Fleshpound is coming around the corner right now. He has gotten a sight on Leg here, so we'll see how they decide to handle this one. They may get a Z time proc here, but no, they're going to throw the freeze, and that should be a real quick kill.
And the
Z time. All the time in the world to take him down.
That Fleshpound is toast.
Poor guy.
Are they going to get the prep? Ooh.
Not quite, but almost kind of even needed. This is actually what would probably be a really fast hold. The issue with it just being very tentative and just very, once you make a mistake, you are back to back. you know.
So they just have one way out here, right?
Oh,
Or they
actually,
can jump. Can they jump
yeah.
that rail?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, they can jump these rails here. I believe this map doesn't really follow the same conventions that a lot of other maps do, where you can't jump over the railings and like low walls. But I think this map actually, almost everything that looks like you can jump over it, you can actually make it.
And we're looking at a really quick wave completion here. Actually, it looks like it. I'm gonna have these 2 Scrakes come outside now.
Yeah, that's actually really fortunate for them too, because sometimes the Scrakes like to spawn really far away and it wastes a lot of their time bonus. But they are going to be able to get this down quickly here, hopefully. Yep, they did get it down in time, so that's wave 1 up and down.
This is like, I think, a great point of the having a SWAT player is you know, with the loss of with only being able to run 1 sharpshooter, you do get an extra amount of CC from the SWAT, although not as consistent as the sharpshooters. Oh, you saw it right there coming clutch. Just manhandle those Scrakes, get them out of the way.
Yeah, I did fail to mention that we did decrease the maximum sharpshooters to 1. So it does put a little more pressure on them to make good use out of those 6 freeze grenades that they do have. So a lot of pressure is on febbs here to, you know, make every grenade count, basically. And I think now they're probably going to be migrating into what is essentially the main hold in this map for control difficulty. I'm curious to see how they're going to allocate their perks. I think we saw from the new Super Canine Bros this morning, they did have most of their players stacked in the bottom floor here, where everybody currently is at the trader, and they had 1 person up on top by themselves.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was their SWAT. So I'm interested to see if they do a similar thing here with Kleeborp. It does look like he is going to be at that solo lane at the top there.
This was a little bit of that, what's it called, piggybacking off the support piggybacking off themselves by giving themselves ammo by handing off their weapon. Gotta make sure that you are taking advantage of that whenever you're playing support. Make sure your team is doing that for you. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, and one thing about having the SWAT up there, I was talking about this earlier when we were speaking about the bonuses. With this no medic run, you don't have the field medic, obviously, right? So one of the main supplements for that is the SWAT. But since Kleeborp is actually on his own right now, he actually doesn't have any line of sight on his teammates at all. So his teammates are going to have to really, you know, be diligent to heal each other.
You know, I've actually never seen holds on this map. I've been really enjoying watching these matches because it's interesting to see how people handle such a big map because there's so many options, and like this in of itself has a very, I feel like a very interesting dynamic compared to most holds that you do see. It's very split up, much like it was on Vortex, which also makes it just that much scarier because when you need support, you gotta wait for it. You gotta call it out early if you want to be safe.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of time to get between, especially like I said, if Kleeborp actually needs help, right? It's going to take a little bit for his teammates to get up to him. And another thing about this hold here, where they currently are on the lower floor, is it's one of those kinds of holds where if one side gets pushed in and they start to get pushed back, if they don't communicate to the other wing, so to speak, that they're getting pushed, they could actually have a situation where they get cut off. And we actually saw that happen a couple times in the previous team's match. So a lot of communication required to play this out effectively, especially in this no medic run. We are winding up here to the end of the wave. 30 Zeds remaining. Leg and piselake just absolutely decimating a Flesh Pound there. Another Flesh Pound getting some damage off on Blazer, but they managed to get him down. And now hopefully they can clink off this other FP coming in. Bev managed to get the stun with the M14 there.
That's huge.
And he gets the kill. Really well done.
So actually, an interesting thing about that right there, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but you are able to shoot through teammates, but at a huge cost to your power, your damage that you deal. But what does not get cut down is actually the affliction power. So being able to shoot through your teammates actually enables you to deal less damage to the Flesh Pound, not unraging it, but still dealing the stun power. I don't think I've ever seen anyone deliberately take advantage of that. But it is one thing worth considering. It might have been what febbs did there. It was febbs, right?
Yes, it was, yeah. Yeah, it is quite rare to see a stun on a Flesh Pound, because Flesh Pounds do have that threshold where if they take enough damage in a short amount of time, they will rage. And that's essentially what illeth's saying there. So yeah, if he meant to do that, then that's a really high level maneuver on this part, right? Definitely rare. You don't really see that very often.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it was totally planned.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Febbs
is a very strong player.
Yeah.
He's grown so much through the tournament as well. So
I mean, this team in general, right? They've fought through how many?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I haven't even keeping track of how many I've been now, but this team has managed to. They rode the winners bracket all the way until the finals, where they fought against the VTubers, and they only narrowly lost. So they put up a really good fight, right? They've been really strong this entire tournament. So honestly, I'm more than willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
That's actually what I was going to ask, and was about how many of these players have played in previous tournaments.
Oh.
wRongo was in last year's tournament. Leg, I believe. No, I think wRongo actually might be the only one along with piselake that played last year.
Okay.
But many of these players have been playing CD for quite a while as well. I don't actually have the numbers on how long everyone's been in, but most of these players have had some experience with CD. So starting at wave 3, Kleeborp does have a flesh pound on his own here. It looks like he's calling for rotation. febbs does come up, and Kleeb taking the hit there. But it looks like he has that heavy armor training skills. He didn't lose any health there.
Oh,
piselake going down there. I didn't even see that. That was fast.
Oh my.
No.
Oh, that is very not good.
Yeah, that is unfortunately going to be 100 health bonus lost there. And at this stage of the tournament, every point matters, right? We saw that. I was just talking about last week's match with the Cryptomancers. It came down to the absolute wire. Those deaths actually made a big difference. So hopefully we can tighten it up here and stop any more deaths from happening.
They might want to actually play from center here. I mean, febbs doesn't have to do a lot of work, basically pulling the work of another player now that they're down one. It might be safer to play, and it looks like they are. That way, wRongo during Z time can basically flex to either lane without really giving up any pressure or space.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the rotations are faster, right? They're right next to each other now, so if one of them needs help, they just turn over basically and hit it. Ooh, but there are some Zeds kind of dropping down on the febbs there. I'm not sure if that was leakage from Kleeborp's lane or if they're actually spawning up there and dropping his head. Something to pay attention to there.
I mean, they're actually pretty breezing through this. They're taking it in stride, so this is really impressive.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Ooh, a flesh pound. I think time reach there.
Oh,
he's coming in on the left-hand side
he's
here.
coming in.
Oh, loud he coming.
He coming.
Oh, leg unfortunately wasn't able to get that last kill, so the flesh pound is going to come in quick. wRongo dropping to him about half here.
Oh, and he's still
and
he's
we
still
got a
alive.
spray coming in.
The stair hits. Oh no!
Oh, someone's got to get in there and take some damage here for leg and laser here.
They are well past MM. If Kleeb has cleaned up his lane, they have all the backup room in the world. So this is okay. They can just take this back right now. Did they get extensions here though?
This is a tough angle for leg here. A lot of pressure on leg right here to get these extensions.
That was still really good though.
It was good.
Out of nothing.
Yeah, he did the best he possibly could in that situation. Everybody's not doing so hot on health though. There's a scrape. Nice stun from
good
Kleeb
catch, yeah.
on that scrape there, but he raged and he's not dead. Okay, he does go down.
There you go.
And they're going to start that second scrape. They need to get him down so they can relieve a little bit of pressure. There's still one more scrape yet after that though. We'll have to see if Kleeb manages to catch him. Oh, a little bit of a dangerous situation still here.
Down to 15 though, yeah. They haven't caught. Have they caught it yet? Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that scrape. Ooh, febbs, nice.
Ooh, and a good stun.
Nice.
Good stun. God, if those happened at the same time, that would have been so like poetically sad.
Very nice. One more scrape remaining.
Giving it a chance to heal.
No time for that. No time. They kind of did though, actually.
Yeah, their health is a
Oh,
little bit. Oh,
the Husk rocket.
Oh, please no.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh,
leg!
The
Oh,
one husk.
the
The
husk
sneaky-
from hell.
The sneaky Husk flamethrower. That is going to unfortunately be another health bonus drop.
It appears we might have left the server on versus. That was smart.
That was well planned.
Unfortunate though. They held it so well too. Just a couple of mistakes.
It's just you're in that flamethrower from the scrape and the husk, and your health just melts.
Yeah, just gone. Goodbye. I mean, we saw that in one of the matches prior. Just the insane amount of like burst damage some of these heads have. Like, you know, we all consider bloats, but when they get a full puke on you, that deletes you.
Yeah.
It deletes you, especially the
Especially if you
sprinting
have
moment.
something else coming after you at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're ticking down health as well as taking the hits.
It's like a genuine concoction of death, and not a tasty one either.
Yeah, really, really disruptive, right? I mean, he blinds you, and it also, I mean, we saw a player a couple matches ago lost their entire body armor and most of their health with one bloat, puking on them like twice or 3 times even. So they're really, really powerful Zed if you manage to let them get too close. One other thing about the deaths there that's a bit unfortunate, besides the point loss, obviously, is the fact that they also are having a little bit less money to buy their weapons back. I don't know exactly what everybody was carrying, but if they had more than one weapon, then the players who died did lose one of those weapons.
I mean, you can already see that Pice himself had to kind of skip out on a little bit of his D ammo there. But he does have some of his primary, but I believe that doesn't start full.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what the full value is for it, but he definitely wasn't able to get all.
Neither. He didn't get the chance to really fill it much at all. So they're gonna have to really make all those shots count, and that just makes the hold even more tentative.
Yeah, they can make this work though. I believe in these guys. I mean, like again, they've had worse situations before. There was actually a moment where 3 players died from a strike. Ooh, Kleeborp dropping a little bit low here. I think he's going to be able to get this strike though. He's got that HRG nail gun.
There we go.
He does have a Huss sneaking to his left though.
No, sneaky Huss!
Ooh,
Sneaky Huss, they're on it now. They know better. They know better.
Yeah, Febbs had his back there. Good job of Febbs paying attention there to his back.
Good flex.
But the lower floor here getting a little bit pushed back. Fortunately, there's no more flush counts coming in at the moment, so I think they can recover this with the Z time here.
You know, call me crazy, but I almost feel like although you're giving it so much space, that holding just like right here would just be so much more solid. Keeping like 4 people staring down one lane, or no, it was that'd be 5 actually. And you have the CC from the sharpshooter, right? You have like just a, what do they call it when you just have so much to shoot at?
Target-rich environment.
Target-rich environment. You know, I love that phrase. You know, like there's more than enough larges to proc Z time, and you're not getting invasive with the commando and the sharpshooter kind of both itching for shots, you know?
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
But, you know, at the same time, and we have Febbs flexing back up top again.
Yeah, Febbs is doing a really good job here. I'm sure, I mean, I know Kleeborp really well on a personal level. He's a really good player. He's a very communicative player. No doubt he's telling Febbs when he feels even the slightest bit pushed. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they've designated Febbs as the flex. And that's honestly that's a pretty common job for a sharpshooter, actually, is to be the dedicated flex player. Right now we have, 5 flesh pounds approaching the lower front right now.
That's a lot of meat.
Big boy club moving in.
That is a lot of meat indeed. Nice freeze on 2 of them.
But did the pillar interact with the freeze a little bit, or was that just the range?
I think it was just the range. Ooh, unfortunately dropped his that time. 1 rage now. wRongo getting vomited on by this blow here. He's dropping about 70% health here. Leg take that hit there.
Thank God for that body armor though. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, body armor is so underrated. It's so helpful. What is it, like a 75% damage reduction, I think?
Yeah, it's depending on the condition of the armor,
Yeah, for sure. Definitely reducing some damage there. Ooh, that FP just didn't care about wRongo at all. Nice freeze there from Febbs, securing that kill. And they have this now. There's only 10 Zeds remaining. Just a lot of scrapes. 1 is kind of far off right now, and he's going to waste a little bit of that time bonus. We didn't mention, actually, for the viewers, if you look at the upper right corner of your screen, there is that time bonus circular meter there. We're about to hit that yellow section there, and when we hit the yellow section, they will begin to lose 2 points per second of time bonus. So that bonus is going to begin counting down more and more rapidly as the match goes on.
Doing a little bit of hunting at the end of the game. Got those tournament scrapes going around, just giving everybody a hard time. You'd love to see it.
Love to see it. Yeah, but they did have Pice go after it, and he is one of their gunslingers. And gunslingers are actually one of the best perks in the game at hunting down those remaining Zeds.
You know, completely off topic to anything that was happening, but in questions to things that may happen with this staircase here, you know, and the drop off. How many Goombas are we anticipating? This is ripe for some Goomba action.
You mean some strike Goombaing on players, or?
I'll take both. You know.
We all know what bad things can happen if you end up under a straight incline.
Oh yeah, I got to experience that while playing Berserker in one of the earlier matches in round 3.
It's a very much a wait, what? I'm dead.
Yes.
Situation.
Oh yeah.
We do have all the players with 0 Z stomps right now. Got to step up the game here, guys.
Yeah.
Got to see those juicy Goomba stomps. Actually, those stairs there though are a great place for Goombas, but it's also really risky to do too.
Yeah. Yeah, if Scrake ever does that to you, just ask him to stop doing that.
Sir, please.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, are they gonna get this prep here from Leg? Piselake and Leg.
Juicy preps?
I think Leg was playing it a little bit safe there, so Leg is using the 401 assault rifle. And just to kind of fill in the blanks there, Pice had decapitated those 2 FPs, and he wanted to leave those for Leg to get the free extensions off of by basically softening that target. But Leg didn't really feel as confident with that 401 having a little bit less damage than what he was comfortable with, so he decided to shoot for the trap set anyway.
It's also worth considering the mag, how much is left in the mag as well.
Yeah.
True.
Just a little bit of like high. I mean, again, I know both of those players really well, and I'm fairly certain that's what they're thinking. Kleeborp took a crit here.
Oh no!
Drop and roll. Nice
Good
bash.
Good bash.
He's got to get a flashbang out on this FP, I think.
Yeah.
Before he loses too much ground. There's a scrape coming close behind that, but he's not flashing.
Oh, he's just waiting for the. They want to. Oh no! Oh, okay, that could be bad. Okay.
febbs, nice job on febbs here, taking that hit just in case.
That was insane.
febbs is gonna have to stay here with Kleeborp, I think, to get him back into position here.
Yeah, just retake that space and then come back down to. This lane needs to operate at like 150% power. The other lane, one person leaving is operating at 80%. It's not as much of a give and take.
Just want to point out that really awesome bash from Kleeborp there. I think he actually saved his own life right there. I think that flush panel was going to go for a follow-up.
I mean, that was a full-on stumble too. That was a chest core bash.
Yeah, it was indeed. He might have also been using the stumble rounds, I think, or whatever the skill is.
I think
it also impacts the bash.
It does.
As well.
It does. Yeah. As it does with support as well.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell though. Obviously, we don't have a view on it. I know he's using heavy armor training for sure, which is another really good thing on SWAT. If you do get in those scrap situations, like you had that one wave when it was 2, Kleeborp can actually walk in and take hits for his teammates and take almost no damage.
Ooh, double Scrake on the solo lane. That's not looking good enough.
The
main lane's getting slammed.
Yeah, they're getting 48 Zeds remaining though. They gotta help Kleeborp clean up here. And if they can get these 2 Scrakes down, they can all focus on the stairs here. Pie's taking a little bit of damage. Lots of extensions here for leg though. He should be in prime position to get a full stack.
It's looking like it. I thought green was supposed to be lucky.
Well,
Yeah, it's not for them.
well.
So we did just hit that 2 points per second time bonus decrement like I was mentioning earlier. So the time is becoming worth a little bit more here. You gotta play a little bit faster if they want to keep up that pace. That Husk Rocket, ooh, that Husk Rocket, they all managed to dodge it. So yeah, just some last second Scrakes here. I don't believe there are any flush mines alive. Yeah, it's just 6 Scrakes, they're all kind of walking in. Kleeborp taking care of one on the back by himself. The HRD nail gun really coming in handy there. And they're just kind of wiping out these other ones here.
Yeah, talk about hitting the nail on the head, am I right, guys?
Oh. Wow.
This man's got jokes.
Sometimes.
Wow.
See what I have to put up with, everybody?
Okay. Okay.
Nice stun right there, just secure that kill.
Yeah.
I always talk about this every time, but it's really often, it's not necessarily a bad thing to do this, but a lot of players want to be conservative with those grenades. But when you're at the end of the wave like this and you have as much money as you do, you might as well use that last stun grenade just to make sure you get that kill cleanly, and then you can always buy another grenade.
I mean, 40 dosh for a safe and quick takedown? Count me in.
Definitely worth it, yeah. By the way, there is an objective up right now. It doesn't look like they're heading over to go for it. I already
Is there
see
a
them running.
bonus for that if they in the
Yeah,
tournament?
yes. You wanna
Yeah,
give
so-
it a rundown?
There are 3 of these objectives for each round, and you must hold it for a percent. You must get enough kills from within inside. Oh my gosh, from within the zone, right?
Words
Kill
are
enough
hard.
Zeds. They are. You must get enough kills from within the zone. Have a certain amount of players at least inside for you to complete the zone. That will reward your team with 200 objectives.
Ooh.
200 objectives?
Yeah. 200. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm sorry. I'm a little sidetracked by the comedian in chat. You know, the comedians in chat. I'm just getting a little sidetracked. My apologies. But 200 points, which with a nomadic bonus in this case will actually translate to 300.
Yes, so that nomadic bonus is giving them a 1.5 times multiplier to their total score. But unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to be going for that. At this point in the tournament, we've actually not really been seeing many objectives being done, and that's not super surprising simply because the stakes are so high right now.
So they want to play safe.
Exactly.
Safe and consistent.
Yeah, this is a loser's bracket match, so if they were to lose this round, they're out of the tournament. So I definitely don't blame them for wanting to play it safe. Right now, I see four flush pounds approaching piselake right now. They're about to come around the corner here, and I don't think there's going to be any Zeds for leg to get extensions off of. Yeah, indeed, he does drop. Almost getting that extension off that flush pound, but unfortunately wasn't able to finish it off in time.
Is that a micro step from Pies, or did he just take one hit?
He took a hit.
Oh, okay.
Really smooth takedown from
no, the pillar.
You called it. You jinxed it.
Oh man, that pillar would do that.
Oh, the husk.
Ooh, Pi's taking a crit there. Managed to get it down in time though. A lot of larges coming in right now. There's so many blows on screen here. Mostly scrapes though, so I think they could actually keep this. They just gotta tighten up a little bit here. communicate who they're, which Zed they're going to go for, and they can totally hold this.
I'm starting to think this is part of the pace now, though. They hold this much more aggressively and much more forward as they can, and then they slowly fall into what their actual standard hold is. Maybe that was the plan from the get-go.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, we can ask them about that later in the interview.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
One good thing about holding like this, it's obviously more dangerous, right? They don't have as much ground to back up on. They're all closer together, so husks, all types of proxy damage are going to be a lot more effective.
They'll back against the wall as well.
Yes, but this spot is a little bit faster because they're not able to see as much. And the way the spawns work in KF2 is that it depends on visibility. So if you're able to see a spot, Zeds cannot spawn in that position. But if you're in a more enclosed area, you can provoke the spawns to be faster. So,
Ooh, just there it.
Blazer taking a big hit there.
No Sparta kick, no crit. Let's go. The calm crits. We dodge those.
So they are back upstairs again, but it's not too bad. They have 50 Zeds remaining. When they are getting pushed up here to the second floor, they are coming up here when the wave is nearly over, which is pretty good. Ooh, wRongo taking a big crit there. That was a weird pathing from that flush round.
Yeah. Luckily, the largest are staggered for now, but they do have quite a pack coming up. And they still have 2 freeze grenades and 1 flash. So, I mean, we also could see some utilization of the nail bomb.
Oh, here comes a husk as well.
No.
Sneaking some.
Ooh, that husk was, I think he was trying to SD.
Oh, that could have been scary.
So he got hit by that flush pound a couple times. Ooh, Kleeborp taking some damage here. They got to get this flush pound down. Nice.
Oh, did he get out of that corner?
There's one Scrake sneaking up on the right-hand side here. No one's looking at that lane right now, so gotta see if they manage to catch that.
Also, a small fun fact, a husk detonation, the suicide detonation, is 180 damage, I believe. Or no, 190.
Yeah.
190. Something insane like that. So that'll chew you up.
Yeah, even a Berserker can barely survive that. Ooh, wRongo's about to get pinched by this other Scrake here. They gotta get a stun on wRongo's rock and roll though.
Whoa.
Someone's gotta take that hit for wRongo here. Don't let him go down to that Scrake there.
My heart didn't need this today.
That's what I was talking about. I don't think they were looking at that door. I think Kleeborp assumed that there was something there, but that one Scrake kind of sneaking in at the last
I think
second.
everybody clenched for a second there.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
You were talking about the husk suicide, and that is one of my favorite things to watch new players find out about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because they don't all know it's a thing until they do.
It's the moment of bewilderment for them. They're just like, hey, what? I'm
Why
dead?
would he do that?
Why would he do that? Never questioning the fact that when we back up, because, insane damage to Zeds. But when they do it to us, how dare they? Honestly, the audacity.
You deal enough damage to the husk, he walks up to you, he kneels down, and he pays his respect by blowing up in your face. Well, actually, we had that happen last time to the Cryptomancers. They actually had a triple husk death from a self-destruct. So I know they for sure know the dangers of that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and a big...
Wow. They're kind of clumping each other up there.
They're looking at each other.
Yeah,
they're like,
traffic jam here.
You go? No, you? Where are we going?
I just ate lunch.
Can we slow this down?
Scrake's being a little shy there. He doesn't want to be the first one to walk in here.
You go first. Oh, he turned around. He's going the other direction now.
Nice kill from Blazer there.
Yeah, that was good.
Blazer's been tearing it up on support for a lot of these matches he's been playing. He was playing Survivalist using those Blast Brawlers, which is another really uncommon pick. And then he started playing support as the rounds went on, and he's been killing it on both those perks.
Maybe they started really enjoying the shotgun aspect of the last Brawlers. Like, why don't I just go full in on shotguns then? Support is such a fun perk to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fellow support main too, so I mean, I totally agree with that. Ooh, one flush pound sneaking through here. You can get frozen there. I'm surprised he didn't try to lunge right there at febbs. He was really close to him.
Yeah, or even aggro swap the Pice.
Where I was about to say, where's the husk? I see fire, but I couldn't see the husk.
There's our boy.
There he is. They have a lot of work to do on that main lane. The left side just filled with trash and
Are
just
all those
large
big
turn.
boys kind of shielding the husk, or is it down now? It's down.
I think it's down now. I think it's down. I think it's residual flame.
They're protecting the president.
Like bloats to sirens. You'll.
He's the VIP.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. They're playing a different game mode than us.
A lot of Scrakes in the main right now from both directions.
Take that. Oh, the husk.
We actually didn't mention, again, I failed. Ooh, hang on a second. Triple Rage Scrake here. Managed to freeze one. That time popping getting
and the
second one.
takedowns.
Yeah, that could have been bad right there, but they managed to lock that down before it became a problem. I was gonna say we actually failed to mention. I failed to mention rather that we're playing the BLV2 spawn cycle, which is a set of custom waves, and it actually does not have any quarter pounds at all.
Oh, that's right.
There are no QPs in this match.
You deal with the full pounds every time.
Yeah, and we also saw those wave 1 flush pounds, right? That's another feature of this spawn cycle.
Fun feature, guys.
Fun feature. Deal with death itself.
With starter weapons.
Pain is joy.
That it is, though. But hey, once you get to that wave 1, you make a big money. That is what I like
That's
the most.
true.
The
Yeah,
flush pounds reward you with
You're
a lot of
rich.
money. Yeah. I like being rich.
Money is helpful. I find it's useful.
Yeah, money's got its uses in their life as well. Yeah, that is worth considering.
Lee taking on a flush pound on his own up here, but just like clockwork, Fed's coming up and they're just gonna tear this flush pound to shreds here.
Just ensure it goes away.
Yeah, really, really solid communication. Again, it's, you know, you can't see it really. It's hard to see it when you're watching them, but I know these players really well, and these guys are always talking about every single thing that's going on in front of them. So,
You know, let's talk a little bit about the weapons I'm seeing here. I'm actually just noticed Pice is running dual 1911s, and it looks like they're unupgraded.
was that 1911s or was that AFs?
No, those are 1911s.
That's actually, I don't think I've actually seen that.
The 1911s are my favorite.
They're-
Dual pistols. They just feel good.
Mm-hmm. And they have a very appreciable mag size as well. I believe it's 16.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
The M1911s actually are a very curious case with their damage scaling. However, they are only upgradable once for the tournament's case. Due to the fact that M1911s +2 actually reach the same amount of damage per shot, nearly as much as the Desert Eagles. So getting them to +2 would just make them a ridiculously strong weapon. Not too much for the CD rules. And we also saw wRongo actually using dual locks, and that is really cool to see. Those guns are quite heavy, quite cumbersome, and have a lot of spread. But man, they work wonders when it comes to system. Yes.
Yeah, we also saw Kleeborp actually using that G36C, right, which is was one of the newer DLC weapons. Actually, really, really good against all of the bosses really that have shields and armor. So I'm curious to see if he decides to keep that for this PFP fight coming up here.
Oh yeah, that thing is a monster.
So starting up wave 8, we're getting into the very end stages of the game here. This is when the spawns really start to ramp up. We're going to start seeing a lot more big spawns with multiple flush pounds coming in here. And actually, currently right now, Kleep looks to be having about 3 flush pounds and 3 scrapes according, unless they drop off here, which I think they are. Actually worked out in his favor here. They are going to be going to the first floor instead, which works out better as the more of the players are down there. So, ooh, Pice back into that pillar there. That could have been bad, but he managed to get that kill at the last second.
I was gonna say that would have been me. Common death is backing up into some sort of piece of the environment and getting yourself lodged in between Zeds and it.
Yeah, I would be lying if I said I don't do that every now and then. You know.
It happens.
It happens, exactly. It happens.
So we're about to be hitting that final section of the time bonus here. We're about to be hitting that red section where the time bonus will start to decrease by 3 points every second. So it's starting to tighten up more and more here. Also, there is a raised FP coming in. He's stuck behind the other one, though. It's kind of working out in their favor here.
He's free.
He managed to break out.
Free.
Ooh.
Oh,
and the freeze, unfortunately, too late, though.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that was intentional right there.
You think so?
They played off the trapped FP and then raged the other FP that got its hit in to trap the other one after freezing. Like I don't.
That's actually a good point.
I think the freeze did botch, but I think the rage was intentional because they knew it would path right into it.
I mean, I would claim that I did that on purpose. So
Happy accident, right?
Happy accident.
Ooh, nice freeze in the first floor there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of meat.
That is a lot of meat indeed. Yeah, they got to get these Scrakes. Now, Scrakes are obviously not as powerful as Flush Pounds on like a damage, attack to attack basis. But the thing about Scrakes is that they just take up space, right? They get in your face, and yeah, they're just like a relentless force. And you really have to keep them down in order to not lose too much ground here. Well, Kleeb is getting a little push here, fighting a solo Scrake up here. Managed to get the flashbang off. With that H13 nail gun, managing to secure that kill. But man, the bottom lane is getting slammed right now.
There's a sea of green coming.
If they can get these extensions to get these 2 Scrakes down, I think they can actually retake here. That's a little bit skimper enough for Leg to get these extensions unless they can trap that Scrake more. And one other thing too that I wanted to mention about this House Rocket, one thing about this position that they're in currently is that they do try to get aggressive and walk out to retake, and they don't manage to actually make it in. If they look at the flush pounds coming in, they are going to be starting those rage timers, right? And that could actually be bad. So they may be hiding on purpose here. If you notice, they're kind of like behind the wall here. That might be so that they don't see any flush pounds coming in from the distance here.
Yeah, that on the main lane, the LOS is very long, so I wouldn't doubt it, honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that big hit from the flush pound hitting 2 players there.
They did not like that.
But once again,
they told him. They told him.
Oh yeah, they sure showed him. 16 Zeds remaining, 10 Zeds remaining actually.
Oh,
so,
6 now.
Yeah, 6.
It just keeps going lower. Let's just not even talk about it.
I can't even talk about it before it just evaporates. But every single time it seems like they're starting to kind of, you know, fall behind, they manage to push back and they keep pulling it off. So
I don't think they panic the way I do when you see that many larges.
Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, it's a lot of meat, so...
It is a lot of meat, and there are some spawn cycles in full difficulty that are even worse than this, where they're just nothing but flush bounds and nothing but, you know, bards that everywhere. So I guess after a while you just sort of get desensitized.
Yeah. I mean, I think some cycles have up as much as even 3 times the amount of what you're seeing here in Bard. Yeah, right?
Yeah, there's a few of them where, like, right when the wave starts, it just spawns like 10 flush bounds instantly.
Ah, that's insane.
For a lot of us, I think it's quite exciting to see how far you can push the limits.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know you're a CD player when you hear that, and you're like, that sounds fun. The pain sounds fun.
I would like to suffer with some friends.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here we go with Wave 9. Again, rolling right along. They are in that red time bonus section here. I don't foresee them actually retaining any of that through the end of the game, but they're looking real good on health bonus at the moment, and they do have that nomadic bonus. So again, just to reiterate for everybody, the score to beat for these 2 games is 4,065, I believe. And so if they manage to pull this off, they're already going to be well on their way to beating that score.
You know me now, don't you?
They just got to keep this tight.
I mean, they really have kind of like pulled everything back together, you know. Things got a little bit messy in the early waves, and now they've been smooth sailing since. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, this has all been really textbook so far. Really great communication from everybody. Like I said, especially Kleeborp and febbs. You really see that dynamic going really well between them there. Ooh, so a little bit of heat coming in on Pice and Leg right now. If Ztime pops right now, he doesn't really have any targets. That FP actually molts the only crawler he had. As they typically do.
Might actually make a rotation though, left lane. Get a little more perspective on more trash.
Yeah, I definitely think they might have called that there because I noticed the other players backed up around the same time as that was happening. So.
A tactical retreat.
Tactical
Indeed,
retreat, exactly.
indeed. That's kind of what CD really is all about, though. It's just making tactical decisions.
Yeah, it's also understanding your space, right? Your positioning. It's such an important part of the game. It's even in the vanilla game, it's honestly extremely vital. For example, you know, when you're playing, when Blazer is playing support, that's a great example of a really positioning dependent perk.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, the FP coming in for that big hit there, he managed to get that off, I think, on
Oh,
febbs.
it's an awkward slip of the Ztime to save the day.
Nice kill.
Like getting these extensions.
Yeah, Leg has been playing Commando for these guys the entire tournament. He's been absolutely decimating it every time.
And just like that, a chain of 6. It's from nothing. Good job on Leg for right there.
Ooh, a time reach FP here. This is what I was talking about earlier. They saw that flush down and he raged. Now they have to deal with him and he's going to push him back.
Oh, and the
big
concrete.
hit.
Oh.
But febbs stepping in for wRongo there. Good job on his part. Covering his teammates back there.
Ooh,
Nice freeze there.
It's getting messy now though. They have so much coming up the way here.
Kleeborp's also fighting a solo flush bound. He's gonna get this.
Ooh, and at least a stumble for the next rage. Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, this is a little bit earlier than they probably want right now to be pushed up this far, but
Oh yeah.
they can still do this. There aren't any FPs coming in. It's all scrapes down there at the moment. So it's one good Ztime, and they can actually clean this up. But I don't know, it's a little bit slim pickings here for Leg.
What's the MM of this match?
I believe 64.
64. So that they still have things spawning, but once they are past that 64 mark, they could probably start moving through once one lane is cleared out.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, doesn't say it, but we don't know. They don't know what's coming. Rather, we do. But
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
we have that advantage.
yeah,
They
we have that
don't.
advantage against them.
We are all-seeing. Yeah, just for our viewers who may not be familiar with what we're referring to when we say 64 max modules, what we do mean is that the maximum amount of Zed that can be active in the battlefield at the same time is increasing. So they currently have 64 Zeds roaming around at once, which is about double of the
vanilla is 32.
Yeah. And when you have this many larges, right, that extra Zed count does make a pretty big difference, but that's potentially 16 more larges that could spawn. But yeah, once again, they looked a little precarious, but they managed to take it back, and now they're just cleaning up. Kleeb's got a couple flush pounds over by him, unless they drop again. Actually, one did in fact drop, so...
Time bonus has just been exhausted just like that as well. Unfortunate.
Yeah, the time bonus is really, really rough in these last few rounds. Oh, that re-rage though on febbs. Febbs is dropping real low here. He's got to back up here.
That's not good. Oh, I thought that was the FP lunging. I got so scared. But Blazer's also not looking too hot here as well.
Almost going down to that second flush pound. But again, they managed to keep it together.
The one nice thing about the time when it's being exhausted is they have no reason to rush now. They can kind of just take things as it comes, and without needing to optimize for time. So that is the one kind of great thing that comes with losing that.
Yeah, and they have a second game too, right? So again, they are going to be playing another game, a full 10-wave game on this map again, as soon as they finish this first one. And there'll be another opportunity for them to add more points to their total.
Things are still looking good for their score right now. Like,
yeah.
They definitely can do this.
That is our last objective. Oh, it's in the parking lot. Now this spot...
Ha 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 ha. You're so funny.
Yeah, this spot is... I mean, I chose the objective, so I guess I'm kind of a little bit biased, but this spot is definitely not as simple as it looks. I'm not surprised they're not going for it. I was actually about to say, the thing about the nomadic run is they just have to play so careful. It's inherently risky, right, to go for the other bonuses, and that's part of the design of it, really, right? If another team decides they want to run a medic or they want to change their composition entirely, it may make them a little bit more privy to being able to get those other scoring objectives, right? Depending on their composition. So,
how commonly are teams opting into the no medic?
Actually, been really common this year. So we had that same exact bonus last year's tournament as well. But the caliber of players has just improved tremendously since that last year's tournament. And we've seen basically, I mean, I think out of like 10 runs, at least 8 of them have been nomadic runs.
Oh, wow.
I actually checked this. I actually gathered quite almost all the data except for the last couple of matches on what the perk diversities look like.
Excellent. We have a numbers nerd.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's see. So, I had accounted for about 42 matches, and medic was only ran 15 out of the 42.
There you go.
So that's for 27 games without a medic.
Some bold players.
Yeah, and it's definitely harder than it looks, right? Because I always say this every time, so I apologize for always repeating myself. But the thing about the nomadic run though is that they don't have that recoverability, right? If they do happen to take a lot of damage in a short time, you don't have the ability to make that up nearly as easily. So everything's going okay right now, but that can flip-flop in just a moment's notice. We've seen that happen a lot. Yeah, we can kick it over to a war in this way. Let's let these Zeds get in a little bit closer here. Great Zed time here from Leg, managing to allow his teammates to clear that entire entrance there to the garden area. Still a lot of spawns coming in. I think Kleeborp's about to have 2 FPs coming.
Oh, that's not looking good.
And he's already seen them, so there's going to be 2 time rages here coming up here.
Yeah,
I think this is a good time to take this over to a war ring and let's know how they feel out the rest of this wave.
Well, I think we do.
Yeah, let's kick it over.
FPS is like, I have like 60 FPS.
Yes, it's the same.
Alright, I'm gonna be taking hits here.
Let's stay back.
You good?
Okay.
Yo,
No, I got two flash pounds.
ABD's help, go help him.
Let's go.
Convert. Give me trash.
Come.
On the green and red.
Straight left focus.
Do you see anything else?
Starting of P-Ride.
Left focus.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
P-Ride is low.
Peak, bridge, left side.
Is that Husk?
Leaving the house for you.
Yeah.
It's riders
Oh,
and
I beat.
Alright.
I got 2 flash pounds again.
Alright, I'm going now. I'm going. Stay here,
Yeah.
guys.
I started one.
Here I am.
Take the hit.
Nice, he's dead.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I'm gonna take the other one.
Have me go.
Thank you.
I love stairs. You have no idea how much I love high ground.
My heartbeat is 160.
Yeah, the FPS is pretty bad.
Pozdro de Musa.
Oh, this is fucked. You gotta freeze in
I
there.
cannot.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
That's that time, hopefully. Waiting on it.
wRongo.
Yep, got it.
What you have?
Perfect that time.
King Siren.
Perfect set time
Stop
to
that,
kill everything with Husk.
He's a husky Luka, man. There's like 5 of them.
Oh, I got
Yeah, did I say King Siren again or what?
You did
You
say
have,
King Siren.
Any help?
Bruh.
Yeah, I have a
He'll
straight
play.
enough down.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
He's low.
Oh my goodness, I'm so low.
I'm gonna help y'all then.
Behind you, sucker. I'm freezing that. Freezing last freeze.
My bad, sorry.
Oh, good.
Throw
th-
nails in there if you have. Really, after set.
I'm gonna throw a frag.
Well,
too.
I'm talking about nail bombs, not.
Nailing.
Nice.
Hang on, new clip in. Goodies new. Cheers.
Dude, I was so close. I was 20 HP in a dream.
I got a flesh pound over here. I started the scrape.
Damn it,
Coming.
Foxy, move. Ready to rip someone a new one.
And they managed to get it down. That got pretty crazy again. Like just like I said, every single time they're pushed back, they just really lock down. Their comms are so much more clear than I think we were expecting when we joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kudos to them for that. That was really clean, really well played.
Yeah.
And Honorary mentioned the Febbs with the nail bomb calls. I think he recognized that the only largest left were Skrakes, so it's very safe to go ahead and spam nail bombs for the stun affliction.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like a pseudo flashbang, right? If you manage to throw them in the proper spot.
Crazy thing is too is it's possible to do it. I believe it is possible to stun a Skrake with just one, but it has to hit just right. You need to hit all of those nails on him.
Yeah, you can either do that or you can shoot them with certain weapons will also stack a little bit extra stun.
SPX is good for that.
Like center fire, yeah, and then if you know, it'll go off and stun them. But yeah, they managed to get through all 10 waves, so they just got to do this boss here. Now, they're not exactly safe yet. They can still, suffer some more deaths here on this boss and lose some more points. And also, we didn't mention that if they wipe, they will lose all of their bonus points.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So they have, this is still not over yet, right? Another thing about KFP that isn't immediately obvious is that his only Zedlings that he spawns are quarter pounds. So it's kind of hard for Leg to get these extensions here. I was trying to think of something fancy to say and I couldn't think of anything. Ooh, here comes a QP from the back right now, kind of pinching everybody. Febbs dropping to about 15 HP there. Another QP getting in. Leg barely managing to dodge that hit. So Leg is actually kiting him around these crouches right here.
Yeah, look
really good on his part.
It seems like the rest of the team, he's just kind of kiting him around while they deal with the other Zedlings.
Yep.
The other Zedlings, yeah. Here they come. There's 3 more Zedlings coming in right now. Ooh, oh, he just destroyed that other QP.
Yeah, a little bit. Ooh, okay, at least they're keeping the kites straightforward though. This is good. They're keeping everything rather structured. Be careful about that stomp. Look at how quickly they're decimating him.
Yeah, but he's going to start the shield phase, and there's going to be another set of QP spawning, so somebody has to be looking for that. I'm basically getting blindsided by one right there, dropping all of his armor, basically.
I'll give him the shield phase like 15 seconds.
Ooh, that laser.
That could have been bad. Like, maybe another 5.
Like you said, they don't have to rush this, right? There's no time bonus left, so the best thing for them to do here is to just be careful and not suffer any deaths.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just handle it.
And then the QP from behind. I'm surprised I didn't re-aggro on TWI.
Yeah, these QPs are doing a little bit of disruption here.
Yeah, a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, I think they finally got that last one down, so now it's just KFP all about Winston. And The Silk can get stuck on corners here, so Pice get chased out of the room here.
Oh, and is that a re-rage or was it him just not hitting? I think it was just not him not hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't hit him.
Oh, it's just Pice with a corner. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not good.
Doesn't want to let up.
Oh
There we go.
my. Ooh.
That was very close.
Oh, it
but
was a bit too close, yeah.
Pice lives to see another day, and they managed to get the match complete. 2,100 points. Again,
Awesome.
4,065 is the total complete, so we're already more than halfway there.
And you get a stat dump on those Goomba stomps.
Yes, in fact, we will. So we have wRongo with 2 Zed stomp, actually tying Blazer. And febbs with 1, piselake with 1, and Cleed and Leg got to step up their Goomba game, man.
Step up their Goomba game. My.
Let's see, for the rest of the stats, Blazer actually on the support getting the Medicine Master medal, getting 1,000 healing, which is really, really good for a no-medic run. febbs with 87 large Zeds and 421,000 damage, also febbs with 22,000 Josh. That's also a lot of money.
That is insane performance for a sharpshooter too as well.
Yeah, for a sharpshooter, that's a lot of money here. Alright, well, we'll be starting the second game, again going to be on the library, which we didn't even mention what map it was, did we? We're really good
I
casters.
thought we did.
I think we did.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we said it wasn't the other library, right?
Yeah.
Or was that a conversation?
I think
in the other room?
I think we
That
can
was-
say.
I don't think I mentioned it on stream, so we are playing on the library.
I think Tamar's just gaslighting us. He does that. You're not meant.
I do it a lot.
Yeah. He's gaslighting me. Shut that
Oh,
up.
yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're going to start another game, same map. This second game here is going to have 7 objectives as well. I also didn't mention that. But I'm not really thinking they're going to go for them, most likely, just because they're probably going to go for another nomadic run, I imagine. And it's really dangerous to go for the objectives, but maybe they'll surprise us.
The
So
kids want to see some Goomba stomps and some objectives.
That we do.
The objectives are so fun to watch. There's some really, really spicy moments that happen with those objectives. And some of the ones we've chosen in the past have been pretty fun, like on Desolation on the edge of the helipad. The original version of Desolation, it actually was open where you could fall off. And one of the objectives we had was literally on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you say fun, is that in your
My
quotes?
definition of fun is a little bit...
Do you mean trolly?
It's fun. Like, I'm crying, but I'm having fun.
Yeah,
painful kind of fun.
Yeah. Like, I'm like in my room alone listening to Linkin Park, but I'm having fun. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, why that really got me. I don't know.
Is this relatable, or?
No, I don't. It's just really funny to me for some reason.
Man's got jokes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's funny, sometimes.
Yeah. I think everyone with the same per comp this time around.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I don't... That completely makes sense to me. I mean, they've been actually doing the same per competition for the last few rounds, and it's worked out really well for them, so... You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And
True.
again, it just further solidifies their ability to get that 4,000 points that I was mentioning. Because if they don't get it, they're out of the tournament in 3rd place. So everything is riding on this second game here.
Well, the thing that I was thinking to myself too is that I know that wRongo enjoys playing Sharp a lot, and I'm not going to speak for him, but I usually see him playing more Sharp than Gunslinger, and same with Pice playing a lot of Sharp instead of Gunslinger, and then febbs I remember playing a lot of Gunslinger, and he was really good. So it's interesting to see them on different perks. It's almost like they're running a flip side of things. That's really cool to see. And I think that's maybe one of the great things is that maybe they're trying to practice something new for the tournament. You know, again, I don't know, but I very much commend that. I think it's very cool to kind of like put yourself into a new field and try
Shake it up a little.
Shake it up a little, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's clear that they're all killing it. Like
Yeah.
everybody on this team is absolutely rocking whenever they play. And it's like again, I'm a broken record, but it's always cool to see that.
Yeah, I mean, to kind of further that, right, we've just seen in general tons of different things going on that we don't normally see in CP games because of just the presence of the scoring in general, right? Like, the time bonus, for example, has caused teams to utilize much different strategies than they would have normally chosen in a regular match. Much more aggressive and dangerous strategies that are faster, you know? So it's just overall been a real treat watching all these teams play and, you know, just kind of getting out of their comfort zone, like Molly said, and also just mixing things up. It's an enjoyable watch. And I think even your team, illethP, right?
Oh,
you guys were utilizing a lot of interesting strategies. We had even I think you guys might have been the only team that
Utilized
seriously ran a demolitionist, right?
Yeah.
You guys ran
we
a
the
lot
only
of
we were
demolitionists.
the only team that actually have ever even utilized demolitionists in the
Oh,
tournament.
okay.
Oh, cool.
We managed to actually utilize one of every perk, at least once, one instance of every perk, which was a lot of fun. And it was cool building so many different strategies and ideologies around it.
Firebug got some love.
Oh, Firebug actually has gotten quite a lot of love this tournament, believe it or
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually have seen quite a bit of Firebug. Firebug's actually really good for several different things in these kind of settings, especially during the kites. You've seen that Heatwave skill, right? It's got a really good like insurance policy to prevent those FPs from getting in and dealing damage.
You want to talk about the multiplier?
Oh, you mean for the
Heatwave?
Oh, you can talk about it.
So no, it's just a little tidbit of information. But did you know that the Firebug's Heatwave skill it grants the Firebug to any enemy within, I think it's 3 meters or 5 meters, 1,001 times stumble. 1,001 times stumble multiplier.
Excellent.
Which is what guarantees the stumble just about with almost any weapon. If not on the first shot, in the next couple. It's a 1,001 times stumble multiplier. So
That's some good crowd control.
yeah, a little bit. It's pretty high. You stumble a raging flesh pound. But I mean, that's also what gives the perk so much uniquity, and I absolutely love that. Like the only other perk that I can think of that does that as reliably is support with concussion rounds.
Yeah.
The sheer amount of affliction power on the Doomstick and the double barrel boomstick grants it that ability. If you can land a full blast on a flesh pound, generally around its head or chest core area, you will get that stumble. It is huge and also so satisfying. I've seen a lot of players actually purposely pull off a heat wave at a specific moment just to save another player. It's insane.
Yeah.
That's my favorite way to play Firebug, is you're just kind of protecting whether you got a medic, sharp, or whatever. That's, they've got their blinders on for what they need to focus on, and when little Zeds start getting close.
Zedlings.
With the
Zedlings.
Zedlings.
I think I'm never gonna live that.
No, you're never gonna live that.
Yeah, you can kind of step in and keep them off.
Yeah, I love playing supportive roles like that. As much as I like sweating out on like a precision perk and all that, I do love being able to enable my team in ways.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean the primary enabler, right, is the commando, right? I mean it's really more a support perk than anything else, and it's actually kind of insane how important commando is to the game. In almost every single way to play the game, there's a commando fits in there somehow, especially in CD.
It's true.
But also I was going to mention even Demolitionist and even Berserker can also have a lot of crowd control potential.
Oh yeah,
we see the RPG is a really good weapon for just straight up knocking over Zeds, right? And we've actually seen that. We've seen it where they purposely shoot at the feet to knock the FP over, and then it just allows their team to pile on damage. So lots of really cool strategies that come to light from the setting itself, right? Just the fact that we're playing for points and there's the competition, but also the limitations, right? There are limits on the perks that they can run. For example, I think it's one of everything except for Gunslinger, which you can have 2 of. And you also can't have a medic and a demolitionist together on the same
Misha exclusive,
Yeah, and so those actually have resulted in a lot of really interesting setups. I think they're not only fun to watch, but they're a good challenge for the players as well. By the way, we should be starting up here momentarily. They did just want to take a real quick break between games here, as the rules do allow them to do. Just recollect themselves and get ready for this next one here. But we should be going live again soon. Oh, looks like they're actually ready. So just
I'm sure they hydrated too. Gotta stay hydrated.
Oh, absolutely.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, the weather out here has got me feeling the same way. Gotta stay hydrated.
It's awful. It's 44 days of 100 plus.
Wow.
No, I'm melting.
Yeah, and humid too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
especially today.
You ever just want to breathe a sauna the entire day? Come around here. Looks like everyone's readied up except for I believe Pice might just need a couple more minutes, and we'll be jumping right back into the action.
Oh, wRongo and ready. The bait.
Wow.
Blazer and ready, dude. We got your
Oh my god, dude. I'm just gonna. I had something witty. I'm just gonna let it go. I lost it. I'm not gonna even bother to try and pick it up. But we are looking at Maddie this time around.
Yeah, we are gonna have that single matriarch, and it is one matriarch, but again, that Tesla beam, right? We've seen it in the previous matches. Just one beam can zap everybody's armor to 0, and they don't have that field bag to recoup that damage. So
do they know that they have Maddie?
Yes, yeah, they do. Yeah, so they've been informed of all the settings for the match beforehand, and they also could just type in the commands to see.
Gotcha.
You're able to practice all that. So
Yeah, that's another thing I didn't mention. Yeah, so the teams actually do get a chance to practice the actual exact setup. They have like a dedicated server that they use for it. So it looks like I think they might just need a couple minutes, which is fine. Trying to think what else we can talk about while we're waiting. I mean, what do you think about this map, illeth? Like, you played it a couple times with me.
I jumped on the map when I was looking at some of the locations because I was curious to myself to see like what kind of potential holds are we looking at, and I also wanted to kind of recognize that because I know I played this map before. I love this map. I don't know how the dynamic is necessarily because again I've never really played it in a CD setting, but I will wrap it there because I think it's a really beautiful map, but I don't know very much about it and its dynamic. So if we get the match started. So.
Yeah.
You were asking me important questions, and mine was, what is the collectible on this map?
Oh, I think it actually is just like the regular Dosh play.
Is it?
Yeah, I know this map
You
has
can't go wrong with it.
True.
With the Dosh play.
Sure.
Do they get any bonuses for taking out Dosh play?
You know what? We've actually talked about that. Like, not even joking. what have you had, illeth? We've had people recommending the no commando bonus.
No commando
Oh,
bonus.
that would be tough.
Yeah, no Mando, no gunslinger bonus. This is such a popular pick.
Yep.
Other silly things like I know I think Frida talked about the no collectibles bonus, full collectible bonus. Frida has them all memorized. That's why. A little traffic jam there for a second. But yeah, we've had some ideas.
Yeah, we actually, believe it or not, we actually have had a no moving bonus. We actually have had a commandoless medicalist run already completed before in the tournament history. It was in our first tournament that we ran. It was the K Jewelers, which Boris was actually on. They actually managed to do a commandoless medicalist run, and that was really fun to watch. No Z time, no healing, fun times.
I don't want to be that guy, but there was also a failed attempt from my team last year. We ran a demo with it. It was so much fun.
Ooh, this FP coming in here. Oh, nice freeze from febbs right there.
Quick
I just
cleanup.
want to point out the initiative from febbs right there. During that Z time, he peeked over the railing and got the stun on that flush pound, managed to get him down about half health, and then he properly waited until the moment the FPV raged and froze him, preventing any more damage. Like, that was all, like, just really great plays from febbs there.
Like a pro.
These guys are kind of pro.
Yeah,
A little bit.
The caliber of these
Pretty
players
good.
is insane.
They do I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh, there's that one straight kind of taking the scenic route over there, wasting a little bit of time. They like to do that a lot, I noticed.
Scricks are chill, man. I mean, keep in mind, they only get upset when you damage them, so.
That's
I
true.
mean, they're giant and they have a chainsaw on their arm. They don't have to be worried about too much.
That's true.
You know?
This is true.
Just want to go on a walk, man.
Why can't FPs be more like Scrakes?
They're just looking for trousers.
Yeah.
They're just looking for a shirt to match.
Wave one up and down, and it looks like they're probably just gonna head back to that same spot again. Don't blame them for that. It worked out pretty well for them last game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly, and like I said again, they just need to get 4,065 points, and they were already at 2,100 in the previous game. So they just need to do that again, and they're gonna have this in the bag, and they will be going on to the grand finals to face the V2.
This is true.
Melon did come with some straight facts saying that Scrakes are the only Zeds to wear pants.
Are they really? I actually never paid attention to that.
No,
Yeah.
well, wait, the Husks don't? Wait,
Do they have a metal belt?
I think they just have a metal belt, actually.
I've never looked, honestly.
I'm not really staring at a Husk crotch often, so.
Now,
Not often.
shameless plug, there is a merch store
No, go for it.
Beat
go
the
for
mic,
it.
beat the mic.
that sells plush pound plushies, and
Oh my god.
in order to make them a little more appealing, we did add metal pants to the plushie. But if you want to be a purist, you can remove them. So
I just took the pants off my flesh pound. You know, like,
it's a pants off or pants off kind of day.
I mean, they got
you
the
know?
chastity belt up. It's okay.
That's
you know.
what it looks like.
Right, right. So I'm not alone in this. You called me cringe for that, Maury.
I did.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're cringe.
True, bro, true. Meant to agree.
You guys have no idea what it's like to sit here and cap next to this man.
Bro. You smell like cherries.
You could have said way worse, I guess.
Yeah, I know, right? See, I was deciding to
That
be
was
nice.
nice.
He smells more like apples, but anyways.
Apples.
Got a strong wave.
Fruit.
It's fruit. So wait. We have a strong wave 2 coming in. It looks like wave 1. Actually, we didn't really get to talk about it. It was super smooth and in really good time as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Febbs, honestly, I would say, like, for that wave in particular, I think Febbs actually would be the game of
Oh,
wave one.
absolutely.
He really carried both of those plus conflicts with the initiative he was taking on, getting those stuns, getting the freezes. He really just showing how important and good freeze grenades actually are. They're literally the best grenades in the game by far.
Also, wRongo opting for a single Glock as opposed to the usual SPX on Slinger. Very interesting.
I think he did that last.
Yeah, he did that.
as
He
well,
did. We didn't get to talk about it, but yeah, he did.
But he wasn't doing that before, so I think you're right. It is something new. Or maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, I think I've noticed wRongo doing that in some of the recent matches, which honestly, single Glock, pretty damn strong, but you got to be really consistent to get those. And wRongo is a very consistent player, so
yeah, indeed.
he's getting those.
Yeah, wRongo's been playing CD for a very, very, very long time. Well before I started playing, so that's just years and years of practice, you know.
Would you say Rongo does it righto?
Sometimes.
He's not to change his name eventually to
Yeah,
Rido.
he's gonna have to
He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn. Is that a time range or is that a
No, so the flush pound was actually going for Kleeborp there, and then it decided to drop and go for leg and piselake for some reason.
Fun.
And there's one more flush pound right now coming up to piselake as we speak.
I'm unsure why Pice is not just taking that out though.
I don't think he actually knew it was right there. He might have thought it was maybe above.
Oh, I guess where he peeked it was, but.
Oh, I see. I didn't notice it.
Maybe just keeping it safe, playing it safe, get this done. Because if they go at the same pace that they did last, what the score to beat would actually, they would actually beat the score, right?
Yeah. So again, it's 4,065, right? And they had 2,100 points last game, so they only have to get what is it, 19?
2 deaths basically. They could do no time bonus, 2 deaths, and full completion, and they would win.
Yeah, essentially, as long as they win the game with this no medic run, you know, get all the waves complete, obviously, and suffer minimal deaths, they win. Because of that, and that's the power of the no medic run. It's right. It gives you a huge buffer, either for setting a really high score or for making a comeback. And we've seen that happen in many, many cases in both the tournaments we ran, where you know a team played the first game, didn't go so well, and in the second game they actually made a comeback from that no medic run. So really, really, really important bonus, but at the cost of really having to have everything locked down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they go wrong so fast.
They're also, you can also see that they're really picking up the pace. Seems like they've kind of found their momentum now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're warmed up. They're ready to
They're
go.
ready to zoom and kill some Zedlings. Sorry.
That's gonna be the name of our team.
So Patty has children, and then I guess the King Flesh Pound has Zedlings. I guess that's fair.
My little fledglings.
I really am never gonna live that.
Every time I see QPs, you know, I'm just gonna think of that. We do love Kevin. You know, can we get some hearts in the chat for Kevin, please?
We stand.
Kevin
We stand Kevin.
We stand Kevin. He's funny. Except for when he makes fun of what kind of pants I wear. Actually, no, he doesn't judge. Actually, never mind. One of my favorite Patty quotes, but I think I think that's an endless quote.
Oh, I love his. Yeah, I love his comments.
He's pretty sassy.
Yeah,
he gets so mad.
So is Volter in his.
It's funny when both bosses chill out a bit and just talk to you. You kind of realize, they're kind of funny and chill.
If this, you almost think, hey, if this thing wasn't trying to kill me, maybe I'd hang out.
Yeah,
with it. I don't know.
maybe.
Ooh, Blazer dropping up
the shared
health
hit.
there.
That's a shared hit too.
Yeah, and wRongo taking a little bit of that crit as well. There's a Husk peeking from the main door here, and there's still some players that are pretty low. If that Husk gets the rocket off, that could be a death right there. I'm wondering if anyone's gonna look over there and blink that guy. He's winding up to shoot a rocket right now. We saw Blazer.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Is
Blazer
Sasha
will
gonna
die.
rocket?
Is he gonna hit
Oh,
the
it's great.
straight?
Oh, the Scrake ate it like a champ.
Oh, nice guy.
Yeah, so Blazer's definitely in range to get killed by that rocket, so it's very scary for him right now. Finally getting killed there.
I haven't stopped back off. Oh, this is good.
Oh, the other Husk though just threaded the needle. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
After like 4 Zeds there. They're really good at that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I hate it. But well past MM. Just looks like we're doing a little bit cleaner. There is one FP in the back there on the back left, but they should be able to make quick work of that. the Scrake's just kind of walking up, or is that no? Is that 2 technically then?
Yeah, there's a second flush pound, kind of just going for a stroll here. He's about to walk up on Kleeborp right now.
He might be looking for a certain book.
Looks like Klee was looking out for it. He could tell that there's just a little bit more. Oh, good for the long range takedown with the nail gun. No, understandable.
Going for the knife parry.
Oh, and the crit. Was that a grid? That looked like the animation grid.
Yeah. Ooh, unfortunately wasting that flashbang there, but oh, the Scrake coming in from the back.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh no.
That caught me by surprise. But the nice Z time proc, and they managed to get the wave down, no deaths. That was a bit scary though. That's great. If Cleve had taken any longer to kill that flush pound, and that other Scrake arrived at the same time,
That would have been death or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we've actually seen that happen with this exact team. They had a moment where 2 Scrakes actually pinched them at the same time.
You know, I don't want
Resulted
to.
in a triple kill.
I don't want to gossip or anything, but I heard that apparently that is due to Kleeborp and Dogiz having very similar sounding voices.
Everywhere.
Yes.
So there was a miscommunication because they thought the same person was saying this.
Yeah, because they're brothers, so
Yeah.
they sound very similar.
Okay.
And I will attest to that. They do sound very similar.
They
for
do.
sure.
It's kind of scary.
That's nice. A little Zed killing business in the family.
Yeah.
It runs in families and made the floors. Wave 4, that wave 3 was also really strong, very quick. It was a 2-minute 9?
2 minutes and 9 seconds, yeah. So 2 minutes 9 seconds, 2
Oh,
minutes 9 seconds
what?
again on wave 2.
And
And I think 148 for wave 1. So far, this is actually really great time.
they're on great pace right now, yeah.
Yeah, they still have plenty of time left before they hit the yellow segment. So, yeah, this is honestly making really good pace so far.
Yeah, this is on track to be like very strong time bonus. And if they don't take any deaths, like oh my,
Yeah,
it is going to be an insane score.
yeah. Like I said, if they just win, even if no time bonus, if they win this no medic run, I think they just win the match. So,
Outright, yeah.
if they were to have any more bonus on top of that, then it would just already add on to what is a pretty good position for Seattle Cryptomancers. Ooh, Pai's taking a big hit though. Got a little stuck on that pillar. Luckily, the FP died though.
No way!
wants
The
Pai-
body block with the
Oh.
Is he gonna pay for that? Oh, thank God they don't.
Great job from febbs there to just get that freeze in there and put that FP.
That FP wanted. He wanted. He woke up and wanted violence, man.
Dude, he did. He chose violence.
He said, you know, it's Pisces Day today. It's Pisces Day today. Well, that double body block was insane. Some strong Z time chains here from Leg. Oh, that was huge.
Enabling Pais to clean up some larges there. He managed to get both of those scrapes in that one Z time thing.
They're oversaturated with floats though right now. And they have a lot coming up. They need as much space as they can get. Oh, that like right now visibility. We see from a spectator camera, granted, but from their end, all the visibility is probably being killed by the amount of mediums and as well as all the flames.
Yeah, and even the freeze grenades sometimes can obscure
Oh yeah.
when they go off. It's really hard to see through those ice explosions.
Can we get a little peek at one of their perspectives? Because to me, it seems terrifying.
Let's take a look. Yeah, and one of the things about this hold as well is that when they do back up where they are now, they have to deal with a rant, right? And rants are definitely makes things a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Not just because the flush pounds can get multiple hits, but just like the angle, right? When you're a new player to CD and even just KF2 in general, it's a little bit difficult to gauge, right? How the Zed's gonna move. When you get better at the game, you play for longer, you kind of get used to it. But for a lot of the newer players that have been playing, you know, it's been something that's been having. It's been something to have to get used to, basically.
Ooh, wow, what a
again.
freeze!
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That was a good
My
one.
God, Febbs, okay. Alright, man.
Again, you might as well, right? There's only one Zed remaining.
I know, but it was
secure
such a
those kills.
it was such a good toss. Like, did you see the way it just
Yeah, it was a really good freeze.
Dude, and another 2-minute 7-second wave there. They are killing it.
Yeah, one thing I didn't mention again, because I seem to be really good at remembering things to tell you guys on the stream here, but in this tournament, all of the trader pods of the map are open at the same time. And that's mainly to eliminate the randomness factor that comes with the normal trader system in KF2. But one good byproduct of that is that we've actually seen some really interesting holds, because some holds have traders right next to them, like this one. So it really speeds up there, because the time does continue to count during the trader.
Right, so they don't have to chew through that getting to the trader. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Normally in CD, we actually have commands that allow you to open the trader from wherever you want. And I think you actually might be familiar with some of that, Molly. You've played in the past. OT, yeah, open trader. But in this tournament, that's actually disabled specifically to encourage the teams to actually form.
You gotta
strategies.
go somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a bit too fast, really, is what it comes down to.
It's a little more interactivity with it as well.
Yeah.
The camaraderie while going to the
A
trader
little
pod.
immersion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
3D print some M14s and maybe some cookies as you were hungry.
As you do.
What kind of cookies, though?
I'm pretty simple. I like chocolate chip.
My favorite, I get shit for my favorite cookie. I love oatmeal. I love oatmeal raisin cookies.
All right, well, this marks my departure from the CD community. I'll see you.
Yeah, sorry guys, we're gonna get head out here now. I think Molly can finish up the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. My opinions do not reflect the opinions of TWI Interactive in any way. So please don't boycott our products because I like oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oh, Blazer, unfortunately going down there, got stuck in the corner from that trash that was on.
That was not TWI sponsored.
Not TWI sponsored.
That is so unfortunate. I mean, that is one of the aspects of playing support is how dangerous it can be to be within your most effective range. Like if there's anybody that would die first within this roster, it's going to be the support player because they have to play aggressive. That's how they get their value. It's also what makes playing the perk so much fun, and also seeing it flourish so much cooler.
Yeah, you have to play really close to your targets, like you said. It's like playing Berserker, right? It's actually there's actually a lot of parallels between playing Berserker and support at a high level because of that interaction with some close supporters.
And ironically, they both use the nail gun.
That is true, they do. But yeah, unfortunately, Blazer going down there, but that's honestly not that big of a deal. As long as they don't have any more deaths, and like I said, if they could just keep up the pace they're on, they're well within reach of winning this game.
The preemptive double nail bombs are slowing down the traffic a bit. Maybe it's just to get their footing, get some weapons reloaded. It can be an absolute pain reloading that SPX center fire, as it is a tube-fed weapon. You have to load in one bullet at a time.
Oh, Leg tried to go for that extension off that FP there, and unfortunately didn't get it.
Hail of rockets coming in as well.
Yeah, I think that's all of the fletch guns. Yeah, there are literally only scrapes live at the moment. So, oh wow, that scrape just got launched.
Why did it get launched, actually?
Someone's using the FAL, I think, and it knocked him over. I think it might be his leg using the FAL. I don't know.
He's running AR-15 at the moment, and it's Witch 5. Oh, actually.
Yeah, somebody's weapon. Somebody's weapon has some knockdown power, and it managed to knock over the scrape there.
I'll tell you much. It's definitely not the Glocks.
Is Pice using AF? No, he's using Deeds. Yeah, I really don't know, honestly.
That was strange.
That?
It was really strange. Huh.
But yeah, like I said, they managed to get nice stun from Kleeborp right there. Really good stun. Got both those scrapes.
Oh, you know what? They might have thrown some nail bombs in. I don't even know if nail bombs have knockdown power, but I'm also not gonna get stuck on this right now. We gotta play some Scooby-Doo detective on the affliction power,
Yeah, sometimes it's a little wonky, honestly. There's a lot of times where you feel like it should have happened and it just doesn't, so it's honestly really hard to say.
And vice versa as well.
Yeah. But like I said, they managed to get through the wave only with that one death, which really isn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. They've still got 500 more points to get completion, and they could get plenty of time bonus depending on how fast they play here. So if I were them, I definitely would not be too worried about that at all. This is mainly actually, if anything, it's mainly just the economy, right? They have to give a little bit of their money to get his weapons back. So. But yeah, wave 6 starting up in a second, so we're already on the latter half of the game now.
This match is kind of just breezing by. Like
Yeah.
at the same, we haven't even gotten to the time increment that it was at, but they were at wave 5, past the time they were there, so they're making excellent.
Oh, Kleeb got a huge spawn coming in right now.
Oh,
He
that
got
is.
a triple IP.
He's calling that out
too.
He needs to call that out.
I'm sure he has already. Let's see. I think Febbs is probably already on his way up, but this is actually not very good here because these 3 flush rounds are about to rage here. Yeah, Febbs is already heading over.
Yeah.
Should maybe take the hit, get a freeze. Oh, there's gonna be multiple hits.
Oh,
There's a triple rage coming in top lane here.
Oh, wait.
They need
double
this.
freeze.
They need this set time very badly, but they dropped it unfortunately.
Oh no, you can't take that.
Oh. They need to come up and help Kleeb and Febbs here. I would throw another freeze on these two. Get these both down.
Oh, they're just doing it wrong.
Nice stun from Kleeborp there. Febbs still has some health to give here. They gotta help him recover this upper lane.
Oh, and it's dropping
Oh,
off.
he's jumping.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this.
Freezing. Oh, the rage.
Oh, dude. Okay, it's okay. They can clean up after this. Clean up after this. Okay, good use of the freezes and CCs here.
Yeah.
This is huge, but they need to reclaim top so they can get back to bottom. Like,
Yeah,
ASAP.
exactly.
They need to.
If you notice now, because of that multiple rotation there, they did lose a lot of ground at the bottom, and now they're already in a pretty precarious position.
Ooh, look at all those husks.
Yeah, that's a lot of husks.
Wow, that is a lot of husks. They gotta be careful. If they backpack shot those husks, they're gonna rage that flush.
Oh, just
Which
like that,
is exactly what just happened as I said. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Take reach? What? Oh.
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
I'm confused, but we'll take it. And also, again, strange aggro right now. Leg is really bad. Oh, no.
Leg.
Oh my god, they are taking hits for each other
I think
so
we should take
well.
it to. I think we should take it to War and listen to the rest of this wave.
Actually,
Look at Cleve's lane. Yeah, let's go to War right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Give me a blow. Give me a blow.
I need help with the FP on the back.
Wait, scrape. Thank you. Give me
We
a
only
blow.
have one freeze. We need help on right. I'm freezing.
Fuck.
I have no more freezes.
Scrake on me. I'm distracting him.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Shit. Oh, we're dead.
Jump down if you can. I'm jumping.
Yeah, just, yeah, jump down.
I mean, I'm dead here.
Coming down.
Are
My
we
lane
okay?
got fucking slammed.
Save
Heal me.
I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. I have armor. I'm fucking no ammo.
Is that time? You guys have time. Is
Fuck yeah.
that all that?
I'm out of P. Starting.
I'll tank. Or he can be stuck. That's kind of funny.
Oh.
That's the FPO to your left. FP to your left. Really close.
On me. It's on.
No.
Right.
Oh, if you have ammo.
Quite.
Behind you,
Oh,
like.
shit.
Dead. I died. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm
Pice is
stuck.
dead. No. Pice isn't dead.
Keep running.
It's only
It's
Scrakes.
just one FP. It's just one FP. There you go. Now heal.
But the FP is dead. It's just Scrakes now.
Now hit. Just get full health.
Okay.
Like, I'm distracting.
Where are you?
I'm downstairs.
Okay, so I just have to kill him.
That's nice.
Worry about top. Don't worry about me. Gotta find the space in the world.
Now sword off.
I think I'm only 9 mil.
Strike. You
Oh
know
shit.
me now, don't you?
Relax. I got it.
Yeah, he was slow.
I'm lost.
I'm 9 mil only.
Don't get stuck. Turn.
Didn't like that, did you? Careful, strike.
Yeah, I probably can take him down here.
Bossy got your
You don't got spare
Watch the
pipes?
pillar.
Okay, I don't have any spares. I don't have ammo.
I have a
Okay.
deagle.
Mrs.
That's the
Foster
only thing I draw.
presents her introductions.
How much ammo?
Probably full.
Excuse you.
Ping it.
I'm looking for it.
Febbs has a
Silence is
SPX
golden.
up here. At our hold.
Yeah, it's
If you want something done
you
right,
can take
Okay.
max. Who started that FP on the right side?
The time rage.
Oh, it's 7 ammo.
I don't think so. I think the gunslinger that came to help from the left started it.
I don't know.
that's better.
I can't do shit to be honest. It's out of
No,
ammo. Where's the? Oh,
It's right there.
okay.
The one I
okay,
died from-
I picked the wrong one.
The
But
one
I
I
have
died.
All right, so
That was
that was pretty intense to watch.
that actually I don't know I don't remember the last time I watched like casted or even watched this like a part of any CD match where it got that tense. That was.
Yeah, that was really intense.
I got so scared. I would. But look at. Ooh.
They pulled it off though, man.
Yeah,
At the
they
cost
did.
of a lot of time bonus, unfortunately, but hey, they're still in the game.
If you want
So there's still a
something
chance for them
right.
to win this match. I don't know what the math anymore is though after all of this.
Well, the thing is, if they've gone past the health bonus
Reloading.
that they would have needed
Weapon.
to basic quote unquote be competitive, right? They would basically need to replicate exactly what they did because time bonus is now maybe not an option.
yeah.
I think the only way they actually can come back from this to make up the points they lost from the health bonus is by doing
Looks like
objectives.
a leprechaun dropped his.
And I'm
Someone's
not sure if
walking around
that's
with a
in the
lot
because
less
like when you're
blood
in the
than
middle of
they
these
need.
matches, you don't have the time like we do to sit and go, oh yes, what can we do, right?
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think time bonus is an option. This might be a catch-22
Yeah,
unless they go for objective.
Because even if they get to 400, right, from the last 400
Mhm.
completion points, you have 1100 with the health bonus, and then you have to multiply that by 1.5. So whatever that is going to be, that's gonna. I mean, that's assuming that the time bonus runs out, which
Right.
it most likely is going to. Because if you look at the upper
I just
left, they're
bought
already about to
shares.
hit the red section,
Yeah.
and then the red section is only 5 minutes long, so it's probably
bit of banter,
likely that
but
they're
let's
not
keep
going
our
to
eyes
get any
open,
time
all
bonus
right?
at all.
The thing
I
is,
don't think that's enough for them to pull it off, unless they do objectives, like you said.
right. The thing is, if my math is to be correct, if
glad
let's
it's
just-
not
if
my
they get
blood.
at least one objective in
Buy yourself
with a little
something
bit of
pretty.
time bonus, they
You
can
would
win.
need some cash.
Or if they want to be safe but unsafe, they could do 2 objectives and give up their health bonus. Just play aggressive, get it done, and make sure they live the wave. And that would fill in for the exact performance they did last time, giving them a 1400 with a 50% increase to make it 700, therefore 2100.
Yeah, I just did the math myself. So if they do one objective exactly, which I think this is the first objective of the game, so there's 2 more chances after this one. They're obviously not going to go for this one. If they do that and don't have any more deaths, obviously, they can barely pull it off.
Where did Stalker come from?
Stalker was just
Yeah.
dancing on that rail.
Where did she come from, actually? I'm curious where she spawned.
Did we just create a little blind spot for a second, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, yeah,
Interesting.
this is going to be so close, though, man. It's like last week with, again, Seattle Crypto and YouTubers. That match was really close last week. Actually, a lot of the Seattle Cryptomancers matches have been so close this tournament. The same exact thing happened when they played against you guys on...
Somebody right there?
Yeah, on Barrio.
Yeah.
That match also came down to the wire.
Oh, yeah. That was a fun match.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. Oh, wow, look at this spawn. The
Ooh,
lower lobby's about to
boy.
get a triple FP. Actually, a quad FP, I think, because I think this flash one's going to drop here in a second. Oh, no, he's not actually. Yeah, they're about to have a lot of larges coming in the lower floor right now. And Kleeb's also got a solo flush pound, but Z-Time just procs, so I think he's going to be able to get that. Oh, no, never mind. Actually, unfortunately, dropped there.
Oh. We got that, single burst
Oh, man.
FP going on right now.
Yeah, nice stun from Kleeb there.
Yeah, good timing on it.
Took a little bit more damage than he wanted to, I imagine, but he still managed to, that heavy armor training really coming in clutch there.
And speaking of damage, main lane has converged with
Yes.
the side lane there.
And as Melon has just stated, look at Kleeb's lane right now. He's got a quad flush pound coming. No, sorry, triple.
Oh, and they're packing. Oh, he needs help. Yeah, that's a.
Here comes Febbs.
That's a doozy.
That's a parade you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Death parade.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think Kleeb knows that he's got that much more coming. Because Febbs is going back downstairs again. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's gonna call Febbs back up again. He's heading over right now. Looks like Febbs is rotating. Nice stun.
Oh,
Well,
stun.
unfortunately wasted a freeze, but that's okay.
On the trash. No, that's gonna muck things up. That is gonna muck things up. Huh? did it go the Goomba from the Zed side?
Oh no,
no,
they get
no,
pitched here.
no.
That's Kleeb gone down. Unfortunately,
Ooh.
that's their solo laner at the top there. So someone's gonna have to.
60 left though. 60 left.
Yeah,
though.
60
They
left.
might be able to pull this out. Oh, they need to clear that lane out like right
Oh,
now.
Pies is taking a bit of damage here. He's backing up right into the Zeds right behind him. He's gonna step in the fire. How did he not get set on fire right there? Did you
I
see
don't know. No residual flame for you.
that? I think that actually would have killed him. That's really.
Yeah,
really,
that
really
the residual flame from the husk hits like a truck.
What's this Fletchman doing? Okay, he's on leg. Well, leg can't take a big hit here. They gotta help leg with this
Ooh,
FP.
good dash.
Okay, they're bailing out. It looks like. Honestly, that's not a bad idea here.
Yeah.
It's 25 remaining. They just gotta kill this one flesh pound, and I think that's gonna be the end of the. Yeah, that's the end of all the FPs there. So and just
Yeah.
clean up some scrapes. But that death is really unfortunate because that makes winning the match that much more out of reach now. It's really so close. Like they absolutely have to do objectives now.
Yeah, they need to.
They have to, or they're just not gonna make it that time.
You know, I believe the score to beat is 4,000. A little, yeah, 4,065.
Yeah.
With their last one being a 2,100, they would need another 2,100 to supersede it, and that's mainly because there's no like 100 point increments because of the nomadic bonus. It's usually 200 or 150. So we need something, right? And it's likely going to be because the health bonus is outside of what can be considered. It has to be 2 objectives.
Yeah.
Either that or they somehow speed through things.
I mean, that's not a big deal. There's no points left to lose on health bonus anyway, but it just wastes more time.
Waste more time and economy. And for Blazer playing support, which is a perk that utilizes usually typically 3 weapons.
And SWAT too, as well.
Oh, SWAT doing the same thing as well, indeed.
Those are 2 of the most expensive perks in the game, or SWAT support. And yeah, we just hit that red time bonus again. So now, I mean, that rest of that time bonus is about to go bye-bye. It's only got 5 minutes before it runs out.
Yeah, time bonus is. Oh, that feed was definitely on X game mode.
I hope you got a replay of that, Melon. That's pretty awesome to watch. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I feel like at this point, if I were Seattle Cryptomancers, I mean, you might as well go for the objective, right? Because if
you have to.
Even if you don't wipe and win the game, you're gonna lose anyway because you need the points to make it up. So they might as well go for it.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose because quite literally, it is impossible for them to win this. Even they would have to beat their own wave times by at least 30 seconds each and do a 1.5 minute waves just to get to the boss and maintain the time bonus, and that's not possible.
Yeah,
it's just not possible. What they would need to do is the objectives. I don't mean to say it's not possible, but you'd have to play so ridiculously out of your mind and so aggressively that it's a lot more viable to go for the objectives, and I'm not sure if they realize that.
I mean, they have to play. I mean, they only have 3 minutes and 45.
Yeah, you can't play for time by this point.
Yeah, like there's not. They're gonna run out of time any moment now. It's imminent. So these last 660 points are about to just vanish.
Yo, what if they change their minds mid-wave and just run to the objective? That would be insane. Oh, I would go crazy. Oh,
wow, what a husk spawn right there. Look at that.
Well,
he husks.
And next to 2 FPs, that don't okay. So these. I spoke too soon.
Somehow the back one. I think the first one took that explosion. Oh,
they're just going for it.
Yeah, they're just like whatever. they should be able to.
They get them with extensions. Leg with the strong early on extensions. Hell yeah.
Leg's been really consistent about getting good set time extensions in those clutch situations.
You know what I'm seeing now too as well with the dynamic on the side lane is that I believe that's what wRongo and Pice. No, not wRongo and Pice. What's wrong with? Oh, febbs is rotating there. wRongo and febbs are just plinking the larges that come through, and Blazer just kind of acts like a burst damage buffer to just decap them in one shot. I think that might be what's going on there. That's really cool to see.
We kind of ran down with these 2 FPs here. Managed to get the 3s on 1, and both kills. Nice. Very clean kills right there.
He's pretty.
Indeed. Yeah, free skills are always nice. If you have a good graphics card.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, like, I'm trying to think. They're definitely running out of time. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Because they still have wave 9 and 10 to do, and then the boss, of course. And the boss is also Maddie, and that's not the fastest boss in the world. So yeah, I mean, if they don't do this objective, I think that's it, right? There are no other points to be earned anymore, even with the 300 more completion.
Yeah, even with the 300 more completion, that only really amounts to 450. So. And then on top of their current score, and that's with time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is basically. Yeah, I think it's impossible at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're already at a point where they have to kill 70% of the Zed in the wave in the zone to get the objective.
And we're well over that now.
I think they've already killed more than half the wave already. So.
I mean, to put it in more like layman's terms, most times you do an objective, you end up with about maybe 50 Zeds, 60 Zeds left.
Yeah.
So if they've already killed that amount, it's already impossible to secure that objective.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're still playing it out either way. And I gotta respect that. Yeah. Ooh, something just flew into the ceiling.
Oh, Blazer took another. What an aggro swap there. He's gonna get
DBS.
Nice.
Oh, the parry.
Yeah, the
He's
parry.
insane.
And
And the
fortunately, he didn't do the heavy attack. They still gotta get that flush knocked out.
freeze is on the top.
Yeah.
Just stay there, man. Look at this. Look at this dude. You know, just a random decap scrape sitting next to wRongo there. Interesting. Oh, and they're playing this. I wonder, do you think they might have practiced holding like this?
Possibly, yeah. I mean,
Because they're pretty structured right now.
yeah.
Yeah. Look good.
They still have 2 freezes and 2 flashbangs left as well, so they have plenty of CCs if they play them right to make it through the rest of the wave. And right as I said that, unfortunately, a flashbang got wasted there. Commentator's curse. But yeah, there's still going to be, let's see, there's 1 flashbang on the field right now, and he's all the way in the basement, it looks like, so... he's actually coming in through the bottom floor right now. I think they're actually going to be fine here. They don't really even need that last freezing in, but... Yeah, I mean, I do think that that is going to be it, actually, as far as like the math is with the score. They would have needed to do this objective, which I don't exactly blame them for not doing, because I don't know if they practiced
Did
it.
we take a look at it?
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. It's this big open area here.
Oh yeah, this
It's
one.
not the smallest section in the world, but you know, with if they haven't practiced it, I can totally understand. Not
It's awkward,
feeling
yeah.
comfortable.
It's not something you can just look at and go, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, but it's more of just like you're gonna lose anyway, though, right? If you don't do it, so you might as well just go for it.
For the glory.
For the glory.
Yeah, absolutely.
But honestly, like you said, I mean, they just wanted to play it out, and like I respect that as well. So it's still fun to watch either way.
What? Let's look at this last objective.
Yeah. I think there's one more after this, right? Wasn't that the first objective in this? I don't know. Actually,
No.
I wasn't counting.
Because we talked about it during the.
Yeah, there was one that was right in front of where Kleeb has been holding. That was the one that you were talking
The smaller, like,
Mhm.
study library spot. I mean, I guess the whole thing is a library, but whatever.
It's a big library. Yeah, it was this section right here.
What's this map? What's the name of this map again?
The library.
Huh.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's actually Tamari's library.
Oh yeah, mirrors.
We've had it wrong the whole time.
You had it wRongo the whole time.
It's complete with the wine cellar too.
Ooh la la.
I wish I liked wine.
My local library does not have a wine cellar.
Oh, that's lame. You should petition.
I should.
Yeah.
Enough chatter. Stay on mission.
It also doesn't have any scary looking laboratory sections either.
Oh.
So
Well, that you know of.
that's true.
Right.
I'm sure there are sections of it I have not been in.
I think that a little
I'll
bit
have
of
to inquire.
or breaking and entering. You know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I do not condone that.
Neither do I or Tripwire.
Tamari does though. I'm kidding.
You heard it from him.
You heard it.
Those
from
are
me.
your words, not mine.
Okay, Zedlings. But looks like it seems like they're just kind of taking their time with the trader, just make sure that they got everything right. Seems like they just want to play this out smooth and safe, and just honestly, they're probably just vibing out in the VC right now. I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, yeah, now they can just enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. There's no time bonus anyway, right? So there's no need to rush it really.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're good to go.
This is a little bit about kind of what my team did when we did our second half of Body of War Day. Just once we realized we had lost, we're just like, let's have fun with it. Let's do the objectives that we plan to do, kind of thing, or do whatever play, yada yada. So that's good for them. Oh, we got Kleeb's getting a little bit of action here. It looks like. Is that just one FP, one Scrake?
2 scrapes.
Oh, 2 Scrakes.
I think you can get this done before it gets done.
Oh, ooh, and
Yeah,
the corner
nice.
juke from
Nice
Kleeb. Ooh. I know that guy.
Oh, the FP blocked that stun though.
Oh, you love this.
But he managed to get it done. He's got to get back in that door though, because when you're not looking, again, I've mentioned this earlier, but when you're not looking at a spot, the spawners there can, they activate. So by him not being in this door, the Zeds are allowed to spawn a little bit closer to that section, and it can be sometimes really difficult to get back to the
I mean, beyond that, he just was not there for Zed time to take advantage of his DPS, you know.
That's you, yeah. Well,
Ooh,
nice
the stun timing.
Stunned FP out of the air there.
And another good Zed time. At least you're taking a big hit
Holy
there.
cow,
Look at that
Oh
fly.
my!
Look at the train in the lower lane.
Choo choo! It's a chainsaw train. Holy!
Scrakes on a train.
I'm tired of it. Yeah. Are they commenting at the leveling? Do they not see how many Scrakes are there? Because there's no way they just take that back like that.
Ooh,
do
Kleeb's
it.
getting a little push right here, actually.
Because like, if febbs is helping up there, and there's that straight train down there, like, they gotta converge. And they're slow.
Yeah.
wRongo is zooming his way back. There we go. See some Goombas?
Ooh, Blazer took a lot of damage right there from getting hit by a Husk and the Scrake at the same time.
Yeah, that was painful.
Nice job, wRongo here blocking. This FP really wants Blazer. They gotta help Blazer. He can't take this hit.
Maybe he gets a stumble. Maybe he gets a stumble.
He's embarrassed. He got stuck for a second, and he knows he was seen, and he's gotta get rid of the witness.
I'm gonna make Kevin proud.
Yeah, a little bit of a really sketchy situation here. There's 175 Zeds left in the wave here. Another freeze goes out, unfortunately wasted though. FP got raged too quickly for it to take effect. There's actually, febbs is actually, they're out of CC entirely. There's no flashbangs, no freezes.
Oh my, that's not good. They are at least equipped with 9 nail bombs. At least. The entire, there's almost nobody has nades
Husk
right now.
Rocket, though. Yeah, and that Husk Rocket is not looking good for their health here. Got 2 players burning right now.
Yikes. 120 left though. They're halfway to MM. Actually, more than halfway to MM, really. So things could lighten up soon if they keep holding like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, actually, right as I was going to say it, I was going to say Kleeb doesn't have any clutch bombs, but one did walk out, and it has seen him now. So that's about the time rage in about 7 seconds here, so see him walking in there. So Kleeb's going to have to call for rotation, I think, here. It looks like everybody's actually going back downstairs. There goes that rage I was talking about. He's coming in.
Oh, did he? Oh, no, I think he finished off that strike.
No freezes, no stuns here.
The block kind of buying him a little bit of time, but they can't take these hits.
Yeah. Ooh, nice set time prop. Kleeb's got to turn around and do some damage to this FP before they run out of set time.
You gotta turn out that straight first. There you go.
Yeah, well, I mean, febbs was shooting it, so I think he was some ranger too.
Yeah, probably going for the stun.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the stun.
Oh,
Another time range.
Oh my god.
Another time. Oh, they're getting pincered by 2 raging FPs.
Thank God for the armor that febbs has right now.
What a stumble. Was that Blazer?
I think that was Blazer.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Holy, that was clutch.
Oh, Pius going down to that scrape right there. Yeah, Blazer was about to get hit. Or, sorry, febbs is about to get hit, and Blazer stumbled that FP.
No more armor in the team. Nobody can really take hits. Kleeb can't take a hit right now.
Yeah, Kleeb's really 26 deaths remaining though. They got this. They can do this. They can exit out of Kleeb's lane right now. There's nothing there. There's still one more raging FP. That's the last flush pound in the wave actually right there. That one that's in front of him there.
Ooh, and on the re-rage.
wRongo's dropped this.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Casting this match has made me age at least 10 years.
This match is testing my heart, man.
Man.
If that Scrake turned around and aggro swap, that would have been the end of wRongo there.
Yeah, despite the tragedy, a great hold. Like, keeping that together after all that, all the pandemonium, like, good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, I wanted to go to War Room for that, but that happened so fast. Like, it was just, there was just no time. So that was a real joy to cast over.
I think we could either go to War Room for a part of when Wave 10 picks up, or we could just go for it when they do
When
boss.
the boss too, yeah. I'd also like to go. Yeah, I'd like to go for the boss.
Yeah, I think we did it during the wave. Why don't we do it during the boss? You know, get a little bit of the Cryptomancer vibe when they're fighting out Maddie.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
Mm-hmm.
See how next wave goes here.
No, I'm making demands. Okay, but great job to the Cryptomancers for keeping everything together. Like, this takes a lot of composure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And like, keep on these teams. These teams only get a week to practice these maps, and I'll tell you this is not a popular map by any means, so I wouldn't doubt that this was a completely fresh experience for all these players. So kudos to them. They held this together well.
Look at that.
Yeah, we'd love to see another day, right? That's 2 times now where they like, well, not as much as the other wave, but that still got pretty hairy, and they managed to pull it off as they've been doing for like the entire match so far. Heist is seemingly AFK. Spawn.
You know, I know that wRongo. Yeah, I was to say we should probably ask about it. I know that wRongo made a comment about Pice and medication. I don't know if that was maybe an inside joke or not. So it's, because we can pause. Is he still? Because he switched weapons, I think.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Maybe something happened, or he just stepped away for a moment. I'm not exactly sure. The team isn't really. Oh, he's moving now. Yeah, I was gonna say the team hasn't mentioned anything, so I figure it's okay.
It might be one of those things where like there's no time on it, so he just went up to get something really quick, like a soda. So all good either way. It's understandable. Die in the game, die IRL. You know, and the funniest part is I believe there was a whole movie about that. I'm
Yeah,
quite
it was,
certain.
I forgot what it was called, but didn't it have a Gerard Butler in it? I think it was.
Sounds about right.
I think that was the one where, yeah, like if it's like VR, and if you die in the game, you die in real life. Can you imagine that?
I mean,
like a real life Hunger Games kind of thing.
No, if I have to battle to the death, I need it to be in person.
It needs to be person. I
That's
need
so
to feel
sad.
it,
Like,
you
just
know?
sad way to go in a virtual.
Yeah, none of that weak VR stuff. We need the real.
I mean, I like VR. KF Incursion is available now.
This is a giant
Not sponsored?
Whatever.
I actually have yet to play that. I have an Oculus Rift S and I have yet to play that. So.
Not a true KF player.
Oh, you're right.
I haven't played Calamity, so.
Neither have I.
Didn't get that opportunity.
I guess we're just fake fans.
We are.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be okay too. So wave 10 starting off. We got some really spicy spawns. We got some Italian meatball dealers over there shooting into the main lane.
Yeah, here they come.
Coming with the recipe.
Cleve's got a triple flush,
That's
by the way.
But more pressing matters. There's a triple FP on top lane.
Cleve is just he's really just getting these relentless big spawns.
I'm not sure how unlucky that is, but that is unlucky. I'll say that much.
I'd say that's pretty unlucky. I've actually helped this spot a couple times when I played this. It's a bit abnormal to get that many in a row.
This was not your experience.
No.
Not quite like this, but you know, febbs is really doing a great job here coming in and supporting Cleve.
Yeah, they're synergizing very well together.
Yeah. Also, good on Cleve too for taking these hits to de-raise these flesh bounds, so they can actually get those stuns off. But he's got more flesh bounds coming. I see 4 of them approaching, unless this one here decides to. Yeah, 3 actually. One of them is going downstairs. So yeah, another triple, and he's actually seen all 3 of them again. So they're about to all-time rage again in a second here. And now he has no armor too, so these next couple FPs here could be pretty dangerous.
He still will get a little bit of damage reduction though, however. But the armor will not be able to fully absorb it.
Yeah.
Just a smidge. A smidge.
Like a full crit would leave him like about 60 health or so.
Yeah, I think that seems about right.
But yeah, febbs managed to help him.
Oh, laser
goes down in the lower level. Oh, Cleve. Wow, what a bash right there.
Oh, that needs to die. That needs to die. Good shit. So. Oh wow, a lot happened right there.
Yeah.
Cleve needs the healing. He's not getting it.
Yeah, wRongo's coming to heal him right now, getting those darts off.
There we go, nice. Allows me to breathe.
Yeah, I can inhale again.
Our hearts can slow down just a little bit here.
They're giving up a lot of space though down there.
Yeah, I was about to say though, like this actually isn't as bad as last wave. Last wave when they got pushed up here, they had like 170 left. So
true, yeah.
So this is a much better point in the wave to get pushed. But if you look at right now, Cleve, he's got a big train of largest coming. And he's about to come face to face with them right now. There's like 4 strakes here. And this Fleshbound time reading too. I guess he peeked them again? What is he doing? Oh, I thought the FP was about to go downstairs.
Just take the hit. We're gonna get a flash rope. We're gonna, the whole team need to move back. We might be looking at that 2-way hold that they had last time.
Yeah.
That might be the safer bet. Fighting on stairs is.
Cleve's taking it, can't take a hit. Nice stun.
Ooh, and the safety freeze as well.
But there's 3 strakes coming up behind Pice and wRongo here. wRongo's stuck.
They gotta use everything they got right now.
Yeah, let's go listen to the rest of this wave.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Starting strike on the left.
I've got 0 ammo.
Oh, flash pound on the right.
Start kiting now. Like now. Crash through.
I don't have any more freezes. We're dead. Just
Okay,
go
well-
drop if you can.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, you died trying. That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
I think we probably put on a pretty good show though.
Yeah. It's RNG on the top lane, to be honest.
It's so unfortunate. What a game, honestly.
Yeah, that got really crazy at the end. We didn't even get a chance to swap over before we came back, and there were just larges everywhere. But yeah, great effort though, honestly, from Seattle Cryptomancers. I think, like, honestly, Cleve was just getting absolutely slammed up there, and I think that given all that going on, they still managed to keep together really well. We're gonna see if we can get a couple of them over here real quick for an interview.
I do think
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Okay, so looks like we'll have Blazer and Leg.
do think we have a little bit of a strange setup here, so we could probably just get a little more intimate with the microphone. Out of context things.
Well, hello.
But I do very much think that the that their top lane where Klee was playing was definitely kind of the there's a word for there's an idiom for it that I cannot think of right now, but that definitely threw a wrench in the structure of the hold because febbs having to run back and forth. Although granted, the flex was important and needed, there was crucial time where febbs is traveling in between where they just do not have another player. They do not have somebody that can throw a freeze. They do not have somebody that can shoot heads and kill larges. And I think just how finicky that top lane played out, I think it worked very much against them. So, but I believe we do have our interviewees coming in. Question mark.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move them in right now. I just had to wait for that new map to load. So we're gonna have Leg and febbs joining us. Let me make sure I got that correct. I think I double checked it already. Blazer and Leg. Yes, yeah. I'm glad I looked at it. So we're gonna have Blazer and Leg joining us in just a second here for our post-game interview. So just give us 1 second.
It's the rules.
I know. I swear I know how to do this.
You ever use Discord?
Sometimes.
Yeah, Discord's kind of cool, I guess.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
All right, so joining us are Blazer and Leg.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
You guys can breathe now. So that's
Finally.
nice.
Finally. So you wanna start it off, Philip?
Yeah. So, can you talk a little bit about the dynamic of your hold? Like, what was the theology behind the theory? Theology. The theory. All right.
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah, we're going there. What was the theory behind your guys' hold? I thought it was really cool.
Oh, Blazer, you want to explain that?
Yeah, so I definitely we were trying to like fit everybody to where there's some DPS everywhere, and the hold that 3 of us were holding in the front, we like saw there was a ton, so we tried to put as much as we could there without taking too much DPS. So we had support, Sharp, and Slinger there, and then leaving Klee as SWAT at the very top was probably our hardest decision because it's like if he gets swarmed, we gotta sometimes send somebody up there, as you probably saw. We send like Sharpshooter up there to help, and then we had Commando and Slinger down the middle lane.
Gotcha. I was curious because you playing support down there. I thought I noticed an interesting kind of connection between you three, where it seemed like febbs and wRongo would plink down larges as they come in, and that you were kind of acting as like a stonewall buffer to just eliminate the rest of the head health and just just stop the large heads right in their tracks as they come around the corner. Was that intentional?
Yeah, I mean that was a plan because like a lot of larges I didn't even get to see. They would take it out, and if they were coming, I mean I had to like blast them to hopefully stumble and maybe kill. Didn't always go to plan, but you know,
it seemed like a fun position to play. Like I would have been excited to play that position, but yeah, no, the hold was really cool to see. So that's what I was very curious about. What about you, Molly? Do you have would anything come to mind, or?
I guess do I ask them the tough questions?
Yes, ask them ask them the tough questions.
So I can't even remember what point that happened. When it got questionable about points and whatnot, what was going through your head? Did you think about doing the objectives at all? Was that something you talked about? And then how do you?
To be honest, we didn't get a chance to practice on them for a week because Lee's been working overtime. So yeah, there was no chance of working them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This was oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tamari. No, go ahead. It's okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was actually about to ask myself, just like in general, like how did you guys feel about how practice went and versus the match? But you kind of sort of answered that already. I think for what it's worth, though, I think if you just said you guys didn't really get a chance to practice. I think that was a really good.
The
show.
last
I think you
minute
guys-
practice was actually well worth it. The last,
Yeah.
like we did it before the match, like
for sure.
Yeah, you guys were
it was a
right.
bit
Put on
struggling, but
show.
surprisingly, we've managed to beat scenario A smoothly, kind of.
No, you guys did a great job
think
with
you
scenario.
did
That
great,
was
yeah.
clean.
That was
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like it was only.
Oh yeah, and then Kleeborp had he was sick. He's been sick lately too. That's why. Forgot to mention that.
And Kleeb just going through everything. He's just going through the runner right now.
Man,
Yeah.
still finding time for KF.
Absolutely.
Gotta respect it.
There's always time to kill Zeds, right?
Right.
Anyone else got any other questions, or you want me to move on to the?
I
know what I'm gonna ask
had
next
questions,
already.
but everything happened so quickly. Like,
Really?
I don't think you guys understand how tense all of us were.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
watching you guys play. But it was like it's actually so impressive. Like the composure you guys had. Like we listened to your
Yes.
obviously with the war rooms and all that, yada yada. But like, despite it just being a fresh map, that how much have you played this map? Besides practice, right? Like how much have you played it?
Yeah.
I've only played probably about 5 waves ever before today
Mhm.
on that map. So I don't know the layout of the map. I mean, some of us even got lost going to where we were going at the start. So yeah, I was just learning the map a little bit.
For sure.
What about you, Leg?
Well, it's like I said before, it's like not much to say about the practice. It is what it is.
Oh, I just meant for before what's it called? Before the tournament, right? Because like I never
Right.
played this map, so like seeing you guys all play on a map that nobody really knows, like for all we
I
could have known.
I played it like once or twice on harder Zeds, so
right,
not
right.
amazing. That's how I got the
It's a very
feel.
little experience on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Right,
played
that's
it like.
And I've been watching
just
other
like a
players
fan, you know?
hold so pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, you made it look like you played it a lot more than you have.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, it's actually quite an older map too. It's been out for several years now, but it just never really has seen very much action in CD. There's actually so many maps, and that's kind of been one of the main underlying goals with choosing the map pool, right? Is trying to get some more maps that don't really get some love in there, So it was definitely interesting from our perspective as like the observers to see you guys have to deal with some new environments. But yeah, that being said, I think you guys did great. I really, again, it didn't look like at all like it was only a few practices. Especially with I think the main thing that makes me feel that way is just like the when you guys were in those bad situations, everybody just rallied together, and it was really, really cool to watch. I can almost hear the comms in my head, right, even though I wasn't in the war room with you guys, and I think that's really, really commendable. So overall, you guys did an amazing job in that match, and that was really fun to watch.
Yeah, it really was.
Mm-hmm.
Really was.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
And I can rest in peace.
I think you guys knew this was going to come up already, so I'm just going to spit it out. But who would each of you say was the MVP? I'll start with you, Blazer.
Sorry, say that again. Go ahead, Blazer.
MVP of the match.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Leg. He was a good director of like when to move, when to group up, calling out Zeds. So I'd have to give it to Leg.
Okay.
Fair enough. Leg.
Oh, that's a good question. Can I vote on myself?
Yeah, no, you absolutely can.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do
There's no
it.
shame.
Actually, no. Shout out to Febbs because he's been rotating a lot. As Sharp. Going upstairs helping Kleeb, dealing with his lane. But he's been doing good with the freezes and stuff. So shout out to Febbs.
You want to give your?
He's an MVP.
I think we can instead put the pressure on Molly.
Oh my god, I wouldn't even know. Yeah, I think they're all MVPs because I was so shocked that when we went into the war room in various situations that your comms still remained in place and you didn't shut up. Like people panic and they start shutting up, and you didn't do that. And you didn't even sound panicked ever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that confused me. It was impressive.
Nerves of steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to keep it calm as much as we can, just because we know we gotta make sure we can still talk to each other. So
I keep
Yeah,
the
so that's what I'm calling the calms. The calms for the MVP.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Talk about keeping it calm. Am I right?
Oh.
All right. So, but my MVP.
Anyway.
Wait, is this over?
Understandable.
Yeah, we're ending the stream, guys. Sorry, see you guys.
Bye. Yeah, no, my MVP definitely would have to go to either febbs or leg. And honestly, I'm gonna give it to febbs. One, racking up as much damage as he did as a sharpshooter while running a triathlon and still getting insane freezes and value for the team. Like that is holy, like that's actually like just like phenomenal. So like I'd have to give it the febbs.
Yeah, for me, it's really tough, but I think I'm ultimately going to go with the same. I'm going to also say Febs for most of the same reasons that you just said, illeth, where just, I mean, honestly, like in the first wave on Scenario B on the second game, just the plays that he was making in the beginning wave on those flush pounds, he managed to get the stun on one of them, and they deraged it and stunned and froze the second one. Just like all around, like he was making a lot of great initiation on the larges, and then of course he was a dedicated flex for the upper lane. It's really hard to answer this question most of the time because, like Molly said, everybody did well. But I think in terms of like having to pick one, I think I'm gonna go with Fed as well. Just overall, like everybody did great though.
Yeah, I just want to give everybody trophies.
Understandable.
Yeah, just give everybody trophies.
Yeah, that was a valiant effort. And also, feel free to talk in chat about who you think the MVP was as well. Actually, we usually forget to mention that, or not usually forget to mention it, but I'm now mentioning it.
Yeah.
But do you guys have anything that you want to bring up to talk about the match at all? Moments that you maybe were proud of or that were interesting?
Go ahead, Blazer.
Definitely a tough map. I mean, anything specific? I don't know for sure. I probably did a knife parry for the first time in this match, and it saved my life.
Wait, no, I remember that moment. Yeah, we saw that.
Good.
You got hit by the FP, and you also damage surfed as well. That was sick.
Yeah, I was down to 3 HP, so if I was saying like I should have been dead, but I actually went for that, so that was nice to actually pull off.
You should have been dead, but like you're just simply better, dude.
I guess so.
It's basically it. Just build different. Yeah.
Not today. Not today.
I actually have a question. This is I don't think anyone's ever asked this question before, at least in this section of the tournament. So obviously, in the beginning of the week, the captains of the teams met up and they did the map bans. And the question I had for you guys, since you just mentioned about this map being relatively new to everybody, did you guys want to pick that map for that reason, to maybe make it a little more inconvenient for the other team, or were you guys looking to play one of the other maps in the pool? I think we had, what was it again? It was Outpost and was it Monster Ball?
I think it was Monster Ball.
I think it was Monster Ball, right? I'm just curious, like what your guys.
It was Zed Landing and then Monster Ball.
Zed Landing
I
and
think.
Monster Ball. Yeah, that was the one.
Zed Landing. Oh boy.
I would go for Monster Ball, at least.
Yeah.
But personally, but everybody don't want Monster Ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious what your guys' thought process on that was. We actually never asked that before. It's a lot of like thought process that goes into
You're right, actually.
picking the map bans because they have 3 maps to pick, and sometimes 4 depending on the round. And you can choose to pick for your team's benefit, or you could choose to counter pick and try to make it more difficult for the enemy team. And yeah, I don't exactly know how the new Super Canine Bros pick, but yeah, I just wanted to ask that question. You guys have any other things you wanted to ask? I'm actually personally out of questions.
No, I think that's just about wraps it up.
I got one.
Go for it.
Would you guys do it again? Are you gonna come back for? Is there gonna be another tournament? If so,
that's under an NDA actually.
Okay.
That's
Maybe for KF3.
All right.
Like that.
Now available for wish listing.
Like asking the real
When
question.
is KF3 coming out? Can we get early access?
Tell us.
When it's ready.
I like
when
that
it's
answer.
ready.
I like that answer.
You heard the lady. Go wish list KF3, guys. You never know. We could be back for that someday. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much, Leg and I said Fed. Sorry, Leg and Blazer for joining us for the interview, and also congratulations to your entire team as well, right? For just your entire tournament run, man. It was a lot of fun watching you guys play. So many close matches. I actually mentioned during that last game that I believe that all of the close matches we've had in this tournament so far, the really, really close ones, have actually involved your guys' team. So you guys have really like tested our hearts. Like every game you've played, it's been insane to the wire. It's been a lot of fun watching. So thank you guys so much for all the really cool games, and I hope you guys had fun as well on a personal note for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I learned a lot. This is my first time even like doing CD stuff, so I was brand new to everything here, and I was happy to be part of it. I learned so much. Like I did not know how to play so many classes in certain ways, like just simple things like support stumbling. Um, I didn't even use centerfire and gunslinger. I was like, I didn't even know that. So I learned a lot. Just being part of this team and the community with this tournament coming up.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I love hearing that.
Yeah, that's honestly the main point of the entire thing, right? Is obviously it's a competition, right? And we want to see who can do the best, but the real goal is to facilitate learning, right? And that's why it's the mentor tournament specifically. So hearing that is really, as the TO, it's really great to hear that, right? Because that's the overall goal. So I'm really, really glad to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right, Leg, did you? Oh, sorry, Blazer, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying yeah to what you said.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to give Leg a chance real quick to give any last remarks before we end the interview, if you had anything you wanted to add, Leg.
I just like to say I had fun while it lasts. The tournament was fun.
It's been
a good way.
educational,
Yeah.
man.
I enjoyed getting to know other people. This is like my second time playing tourney since the very Flux tourney.
Oh yeah, you were in the Flux tournament. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's cool. True.
Yeah, and you've been playing CD for a long time too, like, right? You've been playing for way longer than me even at this point. So
Played since
you've seen a lot.
2017. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 6 years now.
Leg has seen some shit.
Yeah.
He has seen some shit indeed. But yeah, thanks so much, guys. Seriously, really appreciate you guys all coming in for the interview. But again, really, really appreciate your team joining and playing, and I'm glad you guys had fun. And it's really been fun to watch you guys. So
Yeah, no, genuinely.
congrats on a really, really good run.
GG's, guys.
Yeah,
GG.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, and that is going to wrap up the Seattle Cryptomancers versus New Super Canine Bros match on the library in the losers finals. New Super Canine Bros will be taking the victory, and they are going to be heading over to the grand finals to face off against the VTubers. That match won't actually be occurring for a couple weeks, mainly because the grand finals are going to be a little bit of a different format. Seattle Cryptomancers, sorry, it's been a long day. New Super Canine Bros will be entering the grand finals in the losers bracket. So in order for them to win the tournament, they will have to actually double eliminate the VTubers. So we could potentially be seeing 4 maps coming up here potentially in the final match. But
This
that
will be
won't
one
be
hell of
coming,
an upset.
It will be coming in a few weeks. So if someone in the chat could maybe drop a link to the Discord, we will be posting the links to those matches when the times are known. So if you want to be around for those, hop in the Discord for the tournament, and you'll be able to get updates on when those will be occurring and what streams to go to. But until then, we'll be waiting to see how that match plays out. I just wanted to say thank you to Molly and illethP for joining me today.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and also Melon as well. Huge thanks for
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, bitch.
Done 2 games in 1 day, so it's been a long day for you. So super appreciate that.
Yeah, shouts out to Frog.
Oh my gosh, not that. All right, well,
Dude, don't, dude.
But,
You're gonna
yeah,
stop
thanks
my
to the
ticks
audience
and then
for
I
this.
won't be able to sleep because you're a fucking troll.
Really appreciate you guys coming out to watch the match.
Yeah, much love to everybody in chat, to all the players, to all the Zedlings. Like, we
The
really,
Zedlings.
really appreciate you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for putting on this whole tournament and all the work that you guys put into maps and everything, like preparing your custom UI, all that. Shout out to Forrest as well. My goodness, it's amazing to see, and
not too
it's,
far,
It's like so humbling to see players get this dedicated to the game, and it's awesome.
Bunch of
So,
nerds, right?
Bunch of nerds
just a bunch of
doing
nerds.
nerd shit. Yeah.
Yeah, again, yeah, thanks everybody so much. We're almost there, just one more match left, and it's going to be a real good one. So hope to see you guys there. Again, check out that Discord, and also check out the main Tamari's KF2 Discord as well. This has been a controlled difficulty match, and if you like that, if you thought that looked cool and you want to get into CD, my community actually is completely centered around CD. So it's a great place to come in and learn and just hang out with some cool people. So feel free to hop in there if you want to play some games with us. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the next match.
GG's, guys. Take it easy.
Take care, guys.
Bye. I sure do love gaming.
Are we